Aha!
All right, partner, you know what time it is.
Let's get it started in here. Cowboy.
Remasculate.
Diggy rump, diggy rump, diggy diggy rump, diggy 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 rump. I don't really dig the rump. I'm not one of those people. But
You don't
I like
dig
the
it in the
song.
rump?
No dig it in the rump. But I diggy this song. Hey, good morning, mud babies, pod people, and inhabitants of the planet Earth. It is I, your tiki leader, Steve Mudflap McGrew. Happy Monday morning to you. If you lived through the weekend, you're hearing this. If you didn't, I feel sorry for your family. So, I don't know what wrong. What about you, Trevor? How was your weekend?
The weekend was good. I migrained on Friday.
Migrained?
So I had to check out of the world for a while. Friday afternoon, just after the show, it started coming on. It was back of the head, and it started moving forward. Then it hit the eyes, and I was done. Had plans to go out Friday night. Great band in town, national band, otherwise, with Rev Theory. And
didn't make it.
I thought things were going to happen.
Just didn't make it.
And I laid on the couch and didn't move.
Because everybody missed you at the Grizzly Rock Friday night.
Yeah?
Yeah. Janet was
Miss
wondering
Thing.
where y'all were. And yeah, she goes, well, I guess they flaked out on the band.
Well, and it wasn't even a flake thing. We had every intention of going. I just couldn't. I couldn't take it. It was terrible till about 1:30 on Saturday, and then I ran over to the Grizzly Rose for the local MMA fights that Sparta's putting on.
Yeah.
And I missed you.
I missed. Yeah. We were going to go, and then Miss Thing and I both realized we were available to get phone upgrades. I got a text saying that you are eligible for upgrade.
Nice.
So we went over to the Apple store because her screen has been broke, and she went for the Apple 4S.
Yeah.
And I thought about going for the 5 until I thought about it, like, I'm not doing this. Everything in my house has the connector for the earlier Apples. I have the home dock. You just set your phone in.
Do you have the 4 or the 4S?
I have a 4. I'm not even cheap.
Why didn't you go to 4S?
Because after talking to him,
the 6 is coming out in January.
Pretty much, everything's going to be up. They're going to put the new phone system in, the LTLG or whatever it is. There's a new system, so it'll be 4G. Because, these aren't even 4G yet.
Yeah, my 4S is only 3G.
3G.
Yeah.
So the new system is coming for that. So she goes like, well, you want to just wait? It's not, well, maybe I will wait. And then I'm standing around talking to a guy that's got the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
That is a fine-ass phone.
It's like a tablet.
Yeah.
That
huge.
phone is sick. And if you have people connected that all have the Galaxy 3S, you can transfer things just by touching the two phones together.
Phone sex, that's...
Yeah, unfortunately,
Tap, tap.
if I have an iPhone and you have a 3S, all of those perks don't really matter. But,
true.
like if I have a 3S and you have a 3S and Miss Thing has a 3S, Kristen had a 3S, if I take a picture of all of us, we just all put our phones together.
And there it is.
And it's there to everybody.
But everybody is already a iPhone family.
Yeah.
And everything in my house is iPhone.
We're all iPhone, everybody around us now.
But then I got to thinking, if I have to pay to get new adapters and chargers, and I might just wait and switch over.
Are they going to come back to Galaxy?
Yeah, I might switch to Galaxy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It just looks so cool. It's bigger. It's a full-size screen.
Yeah, it's a nice phone.
It's a really nice phone.
It's the iPad mini, basically.
Yeah, you can use an SD card in it to actually expand.
You're going to have an iPad for sale cheap after that?
No, I still use this for everything.
Oh, you got to be on one side of the fence or the other.
Yeah.
You have to?
Yeah, you can't double bag it.
Yeah, you can.
Double bag it?
Double whatever.
Is that your I've been with some ugly women
Whoa,
reference?
Jesus.
Wow.
I didn't know about double bag it.
Well, one bag from this store.
You can't
one
play
bag
both
from that
teams.
store.
No.
That would make you like bi-technological.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, you do what you do in your house. That's just
Well,
fine
he's
with me.
by Mexico over there.
Right.
wherever-
Mexico.
He's bilingual.
So yeah, that's how we spent our Saturday. And then, okay, the guy at the Apple store, the genius, sets up her phone, but tells her, "Look, I can get it started for you. You'll be able to use it.
Yeah.
But when you go home, you got to sync it to your iTunes
To get all of your
to
stuff.
get all your stuff. So okay, no problem. So get home and it won't sync. It won't sync. It won't sync. I've tried it. She goes, "Can you help me?" I tried because I've done mine a couple times where you get new phones or upgrade or. It won't do it. Won't do it. And I think what happened is she named the phones in the same thing. Like her old phone had a name, and she renamed the new phone, and just hoping to switch it over. But I think iTunes reads it as the same name. Like, did you want to sync Pinky to Pinky? Yes.
Well, no, you can do that though. You can
Same name?
Yeah, you can use the same name, and then it'll take the stuff that was on the old phone and it put it on.
But that's what he's saying. It didn't work.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
not
think
working.
that's not the problem.
You don't
Sometimes
think
it's a
so?
software thing. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work right. I've had that same thing happen.
It just does not work
Yeah, it
right.
just
So
doesn't
I was
work.
actually I threatened to go ahead and restore it. Hit restore, take it down, and then bring everything back from the old phone. And I thought, you know what? You'll blame me if something goes wrong.
You don't touch.
So
Don't touch.
I say, you know what you need to do? What? Go to the Apple
Go
store.
to the Apple store.
You need to
Both
take your phone-
phones.
take your phones and your laptop and
Yeah.
and go.
Is she
'cause-
on a PC laptop?
Yeah. But I haven't had any trouble doing any of
Right,
that before.
right.
I just think it's
See,
there's something in the software, the glitch, or the way it
Yeah.
was named, or it didn't happen when you hit restore from. Maybe
Oh yeah.
something there.
I am thinking about switching over to Mac everything.
You are?
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a new iPad. Well, I'll probably buy a used iPad because I'm poor.
That's smarter.
I saw him at GameStop it was a 64 gig iPad. I think it was an iPad 3 for $389.
What? No way! Like the new iPad?
Used
That's pretty good.
at GameStop.
Yeah,
That
Now
ain't
my
bad at
question
all.
is it's probably got bad battery life or something.
Or somebody got an extra one, and just got rid of it. Because
Right.
I know that happened to a friend, that he got two of them. One was a gift, and then he won one at his company. They did one of those employee.
Maybe we should do one of those here, and I could win one.
Kristen's work. She works at Subaru, Flatiron Subaru in Boulder. Free plug. I need some gear from you guys for all this free shit. Once a month, they give away to their techs, to their service writers. Somebody in the store one of the techs in the store has the ability to win an iPad. Your customer service number has to be above a certain amount, and you have to have done, you have to meet the criteria.
Right.
But they draw a name, and if you've met the criteria, you get an iPad. So I've been banking on that kind of as my retirement fund. Or my iPad fund.
Oh, your iPad phone.
know.
Yeah.
Because
that she'll win one?
She'll win one, yeah. Because it's so hard. I love Mac and I love their products. I can't afford to be a Mac guy. And I hate that.
Well, everything's so expensive.
They're so elitist, you bastards.
Yeah.
I can't afford to be on your team.
Well, I was looking at, while I was in there killing time and she was doing the phone upgrade, I'm looking at their 10-foot Apple sync cord.
Yeah.
$29.
Yeah.
I got one off of eBay. I ordered directly from China for 99 cents.
Yes.
99 cents.
Well, just the covers. The iPad cover, cases. You go to the store or even the other stores around the Apple store.
Yeah.
And they're still $29 to $49 for just a
Well,
case.
I got my and mistakenly bought my iPad cover with the keyboard, with the Bluetooth keyboard.
Yeah.
I got mine with the Apple store, and I paid $100 and something for it.
Yeah.
And you saw the one I bought, Miss Thing.
The
Yes,
pink,
it's
yeah,
pink. It's
yeah.
pink with built-in keyboard. Ordered off of eBay, $29. So it's like anything in the Apple store is overpriced.
Right. Accessories, I don't think you can buy accessories for any phone. I don't care what it is, if it's an Android or an iPhone, at the actual store. Because you're going to pay out the ass. You go online, you can find it. I mean, the problem is, as Americans, we're a right now society.
want it right now.
I want to buy
I'll pay the extra $10 just because I want to
carry it out the store.
Yeah, I want
with
to use it tonight.
Yeah. If you're willing to wait the 3 to 5 business days for shipping, you're going to save. I mean, well, $29 for a quarter, 99 cents.
Yeah. Well, I got 3 of them with shipping, and it was $4 and something.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I did the same thing. See this case I have here?
Yeah.
Looks like a little cassette.
Oh, I have that same only in white.
Yeah, I got 3 of them for $2. Where you go to the store.
Does that fit the 4S?
I should fit the 4S. I'll let you try it. I'll let you try it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to put it on?
I'm not borrowing your
Where'd
shoes.
you get? I got that same cassette cover from a place called Covers for You.
I went to Amazon.com because I went to the store. They were selling these for $39.
Yeah.
Okay, same exact thing. This little rubber deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so I'm like, I'm not paying that. So I go home and I'm looking it up. Found it on Amazon.com. $254 for 3 of them.
Yeah.
And came in 4 or 5 days later.
Well worth the wait.
Well worth the wait.
Yeah, and Right Now Society, they get us with that right now shit. We'll pay $100 for a fucking...
I'm surprised that every store, except for grocery stores, really doesn't shut down.
Yeah.
Because you start looking at stuff on the internet. We're all shopping on the internet. Everybody's shopping on the internet now.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the Buckle and you see a pair of jeans you like. I'm not buying that. You go Google and you find something that looks almost exactly like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not. I think more and more people are shopping internet, and the brick and mortar stores are going to have trouble.
Yeah.
Speaking of Right Now Society, I'll sell this to you right now for $20.
See how this is going down?
Well, I'm surprised what you didn't do is buy those covers and then slap it back up on eBay with a highest bidder.
Yeah, I'm not that way. They're for me and my wife to share. It's all good. We change them up every now and again.
I did that years ago with I bought these. I was at a dollar store in Alabama, and they had these Jesus nightlights, plastic Jesus nightlights.
Nice.
And
Were they like the Buddy Christ?
No, it wasn't that. It was just like the
Yeah.
the real, but it was just plastic glowing Jesus. And I bought 25 of them for $1 a piece.
Huh.
Put them in my suitcase, brought them home, and I sold them for $5 a piece.
There you go,
on
man.
eBay.
Yeah. And you could buy shit in bulk like crazy, and then you just throw it up on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Because you can get right now money.
Yeah.
eBay, you still have to ship it and blah, blah, blah,
Right.
blah, blah. But Craigslist, I don't know how many times. My mom has worked for Applebee's for years and years and years and years. When they did a remodel, they got rid of everything, like the old lamps, the old Applebee's. They look like the
Annoying and large.
Oh, the stained glass.
Yeah. Lamps that went over the tables.
Yeah.
We took like probably 20 of those, and they were just like, "Get them out of here! Get them out of here! Get them out of here!" And I put them on Craigslist for $20 a piece, and people would come and buy 2 and 3 of them at a time.
I like it.
But
I did that same
you
kind
have
of.
to sit around and
I
have creepy people at your house.
I think the same thing happened to me because I'm a Waffle House freak. Love Waffle House, and I ordered a couple of really old menus, Waffle House menus, off of eBay, and then the girlfriend got me a complete set of Waffle House mugs, and
Nice.
then it was another thing I started to buy, but I talked myself out of it. Was Waffle House dishes, the old style dishes where they were
The round plates with the
waffle
Waffle
around
House,
the edges
yeah.
and the salad with the full thing because they were remodeling some
Wow.
Waffle House, and I was gonna go. But I will never use Waffle House dishes. That company's coming over. Get out
the Waffle House.
shit.
Pull out the good china.
Miss Thang, get the good shit out.
That's right.
And you watch them because they'll steal it too.
They'll steal it. Somebody will try to stick one of them plates under their coat. That's some good.
Do you have weird shit that has absolutely no value, but you protect it like it's gold at your house?
Oh yeah. One of them would be an empty whiskey bottle from Kristen Kane, the actor singer from Leverage. Just an empty whiskey bottle. I'm so afraid that
Someone's
somebody
gonna walk out
just
with
walk out with it.
Has zero value.
or throw it away by accident because it's just an empty whiskey
Yeah.
bottle. But I'm constantly checking to make sure it's there, still there.
I used to have the pinup board, like the cork board, with a bunch of when the Rockies first came here, I went to opening day and I went to so many games, and I'd keep all the tickets and I'd put them on the cork board in order, so you could see the first game I went to. And my mom eventually threw the cork board away.
Oh, with the tickets on it?
Yeah, all of it. And I was so bummed. It had zero value. I mean, there was.
But everything has sentimental value. I
Yeah.
think that's what starts hoarders. That's what starts you down the hoarder lane. Is
So you're saying I owe my mom a thank you?
probably
She helped you, man.
because that's the whole deal with sentimental value to things. Like I
Yeah.
can't throw this
That
out.
bottle has no value, but
But I was there at the concert. He handed it to me
Yeah.
and said, "Here, throw this away for me," and I stuck it in my pocket.
you're like, yeah.
No, this kind of, but I think that's the whole thing of how things get started. Like, it might just be a paper towel, but I dried off my baby's head with that.
Right.
You know what I
First
mean? It's that
time.
kind.
Yeah, we have a little dish on the counter that's full of guitar picks from like different shows,
What does it mean?
and I worry about it all the time. I'm like, someone, because we have so many friends that are musicians, and they all come over, and they wouldn't pick it up to steal the guitar pick because it was from a show that we went to.
Yeah.
They just need a guitar pick, and they're like, oh shit,
I found a guitar pick out here in the hall not long ago. It was, I don't remember, it wasn't a band. It was some motel in Nebraska.
What?
And I thought,
It was probably from Otherwise the other morning.
is that what it was?
Maybe they're
And
traveling
I thought,
around.
but what hotel just randomly gives? It's just like a bad motel,
Yeah,
Nebraska.
where do you get
like
a
pick?
guitar pick from a motel though?
I don't know.
Maybe they just know bands come through. They're like, we're selling these picks.
They could be just one of those like they stay
Yeah.
here when they come to town or something, and
I never even thought about that. It's smart
yeah.
because you know
people
that.
love guitar picks.
Well, yeah, and you know that the band's gonna lose 100 of them.
And now I found one, and if I'm
And-
ever in Nebraska, I might actually look up
That hotel just
that
to see
hotel.
what's going on with it. That's
if I can remember the
unique.
name of it.
Maybe we need some guitar picks.
Hey,
Cafe Press. Do they have guitar picks?
Don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
Zazzle does.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
though.
I don't know about
Zazzle.
Zazzle. I only know about Cafe Press.
Cafe Press. Zazzle's way overpriced, but the Cafe Press is too. I think
Yeah,
the only
that-
things I've ever sold off Cafe Press were the ones that I bought myself. Like,
How does
I designed my T-shirt, but I want one.
Right. How does Cafe Press work exactly? You can go in, you design it,
Uh-huh.
and then you put it up in your own little store area, and then do you get to name the price
Yes.
above what they're
Right.
charging you?
Yeah, you can name it. You want $2 more? You want $1 more?
Right,
because
because I saw a hoodie. I was going to design a hoodie on there, but the hoodie was already $45.
Right, and you're never going to get that.
People pay $25 for a hoodie.
Right. That's the one thing bad about Cafe Press is everything is way overpriced.
Right.
It's almost like you design it for you,
Just for you to buy one
just
of your
for you
own.
for
It's a
yourself,
one-off.
or you need 10 of them for your softball team, and you're willing to do this.
Right.
Or I want to design a gift for the whole family reunion.
See, I work with an apparel company, so I don't know why I would even look at Cafe Press, because the guy will print anything in the world.
Who's the apparel
me.
company?
InkedOutApparel.com.
Oh, can we get a shot of that? Oh, there it is,
there it
right
is.
there.
InkedOutApparel.com.
I hooked you up.
But what do they do anything and everything?
Well, no, not in general. I mean, we do Inked Out Apparel. It's kind of rocked out, tattoo looking, splash gear. Great for musicians,
Right.
MMA fighters, motocross guys. A lot of them wear our stuff, our own designs. But Guy orders so much that anything. If I'm like, hey, Guy, I need 100 Trevor Rocks Denver T-shirts. He's like, oh, well, we'll just order them with our next order, and you can have
Oh, I
them
see
at
what you're
cost.
saying.
You know, stuff like that. Rather than why would I go to Zazzle or Cafe Press and pay $45 for a hoodie when I know that I can order a bulk rate with him and get.
But I'm saying as far as products go, because I've seen some of the catalogs of printing that they do, like hats, hoodies, shirts, vests, mugs, briefcase. You could get like
Right. See, now I don't know that I could get a coffee mug through Inked Out Apparel at cost because they just don't. I mean, we do hats, shirts, thongs, but I don't wear those anymore.
thongs.
Yeah. Do you wear those? No.
I think Matt Need
Rude
does.
question. Look at, Matt Need, he's over there in tent today. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Matt.
Just waiting for my chance to get my coat out of the studio.
Oh, come on
Oh,
in.
well, you can come get it anytime you want to. We might force you to.
You might have to
Sit down.
I'm planning on it.
It's a free interview right there.
He was just sitting over there, and I knew there was something cooking in his head.
We'll tell you what. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll bring Matt in, and then we'll come back and we'll get all remasculated again here on TRadioV.com.
Tukis will make you feel good about cleaning. Tukis are reusable dishcloths that are hand-woven with eco-friendly 100% organic cotton. Tukis, handcrafted in India, will make a difference in your home, your life, and the lives of the Indian women who weave them with dignity and pride. Working to stand on their own 2 feet, Tukis are their labor of love. Go green with the best dishcloths available. That's Tukis. Order a 3-pack for less than $10 exclusively online at www.tukis.com. That's TOOCKIES. Tukis.com.
No one loves do-it-yourself projects more than I do, but you never want to cut or drill into a wall without knowing what's behind it. That's why I choose Zircon Corporation. As the #1 electronic hand tool company in the world, Zircon Super Tools help keep me and my crew safe and out of harm's way. From stud sensors and laser levels to metal detectors and electrical wiring sensors, sturdy and dependable Zircon tools are all I use. So whether renovating or redecorating, ask for Zircon by name at your local home improvement store. And should someone say, haven't seen you in a while, tell them, that's cause every time I come by, all the Zircon stud finders go off. Just kidding. Sort of. From odd jobs around the house to those bigger fall projects where you need a helping hand, it's good to know Zircon tools are within your reach and help you get the job done safely. Electronic tools are all they make, so they simply make them better. Remember, before any wall gets worked on, you'd better get a Zircon.
Mahalo Hawaii Deep Sea Drinking Water comes to you from the island paradise of Hawaii, 3,000 feet below the ocean surface, where the water is naturally clean, pure, cold, and filled with healthy minerals and nutrients. The deep sea water used for Mahalo drinking water is very old. It takes between 1,200 and 2,000 years for the water to travel to the North Atlantic Ocean through the freezing Arctic currents, under the vast glaciers of Greenland, where it gathers ancient minerals that leach down from the ice. Then it flows around and back down toward the deep channels of the Pacific Ocean. Mahalo Hawaii Deep Sea, purely the best water in the world. The official water for T Radio V. Log on to hawaiideepseawater.com. Mahalo.
You're listening to TRadioV.com, Denver.
Yeah, that'd be us.
You're not going to upgrade our commercials today?
I will.
You're just giving us that fucking weak-ass TRadioV.com. Denver.
Didn't you make something? Didn't I make something?
Yeah, we've got stuff. We've got rejoiners.
Chill. We'll throw them in.
God.
You want me to do them right now while you guys are talking?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Play them over or under us.
So
Sure
are we keeping up with the storm, the Frankenstorm that's about to come? And
I don't have any need to keep up with Frankenstorm.
You don't?
No.
It's a news story. The whole East Coast could be blown away.
I don't get it at all. I don't do hurricanes, and I have very little sympathy for people who die in them.
Well, that I have to agree with you there. But because you have 9 days or more to move.
Hey, there's a hurricane.
Nope. We're staying.
5 days out from we're 4 days out. We're 3. It's still as strong. There's 3 days in the hurricane.
It's a day ahead, and we're telling you that we're shutting down the city and the trains.
Can't make me leave.
Nope. This is my house. Somebody will come and steal my shit while we're gone.
Or your shit will be blown away with you. I can always get new shit.
Yeah, I put my little video clip up on the webpage about running from hurricanes, and somebody said, "You're an ass."
I caught it. You were talking a little bit about something, and I made a comment on one of your threads, and it started making me think, so I tweeted it out, and I got a couple people just absolutely fucking hating on me, and all I could think of was, can you go to the East Coast?
Can you just go run over there real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you feel this way about it.
If you are so, and again, I'm a Democrat. I'm vastly more liberal than you.
No, you're not.
I just don't know it yet.
No, you're not.
I don't have sympathy for people who sit there when a hurricane's coming. If you die because a hurricane hit you,
I would say it's not like a tornado.
Tornadoes. Boom,
got dropped out of the sky. You're cutting the grass.
Yeah.
And you look up and go, shit.
And you're running
and you
because
die.
that's how much time you had.
Yeah. But if you're just sitting there and you go get water and you go get stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to go buy 6 cases of water and some diesel.
Put
fuck
some
you,
tape
get a
on your
hotel
window.
room.
Yeah, I mean, that's just crazy.
You know what a hurricane is? A hurricane is God's way of saying, you need to go on vacation.
Right?
Yeah.
Go to the West Coast. It's awesome over there.
Go to the middle of the country.
Or it might just be God's way of
Thinning the herd?
flushing the toilet.
Fuck, thank
you know,
Hey.
Thank you.
it just sort of. Whoosh.
If you die in a hurricane, that's just Darwinism. You just deserve to be off the fucking planet.
You're an ass.
Yeah. I am.
The don't forget the complaint line here.
The complaint line is 1-866-378-8327.
Put an end to Trevor's terror.
I don't get it. I don't believe in it. I mean, it's stupidest shit in the world. And we have a roll of toilet paper that's like the fucking Superman figure in Seinfeld. Every show you can look around and there's a damn.
There it is.
It may not be in the same place, but there's
But
a
this
roll.
roll, there's always going to be a roll of
Jesus.
toilet paper somewhere. That's the kind of classy show we do. Look, you could wash your ass with hand sanitizer.
With toilet paper. We spent thousands of dollars building a fucking studio to have a roll of toilet paper constantly
in
on
here.
the desk.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of toilet paper, Rod Stewart has ruined his sex appeal with too much information on what's been in his butt. Have you followed this story at all?
I read the Rod Stewart thing that said that he can't be satisfied with just one woman because he's had so many sexual encounters.
Oh, well, if you think Rod Stewart's body is sexy, then keep in mind there have been a lot of cocaine suppositories passing through it over the years. Stewart is teasing the this revelation and many more in his new autobiography titled Rod, an autobiography. Pretty.
They should have called it Ramrod.
Right.
It sounds like a juicy read, doesn't it? It's full of things he knows that he wished he knew when he was younger, and reality checks. Now he's saying, while promoting the book on Access Hollywood, he cheekily admits, we put the cocaine in a little pill like the French do, a suppository, and set the record straight on sex. People try. That's hot, isn't it? That's hot. People try and say that I have had thousands of girls. I haven't. I've probably had 50 or 60. Well,
Yeah, right.
Oh,
This year.
Come on.
50 or 60 is still a lot.
That's a
isn't
big
it?
number.
Is that a lot?
Yeah.
Have you had that many? Your girlfriend's not listening in the other room. How many sexual partners have you had? More than Rod the Bod?
You know what I just heard? Message D1 at the subscriber's request.
Man, there's a bus going by.
Jump on it.
Because you're kicking me right underneath.
Well, what do you think about Rod's deal? If you would avoid
I
that.
think Rod's lying.
You think he's lying about
Yes.
50 or 60?
Yes.
You think he's had more or less?
More. Vastly more.
Yeah, I believe that as well.
Guys and girls. I mean, more partners. I didn't say anything about his orientation.
That's PC.
I'm not
Trevor.
saying that he hung out with Tom Cruise and
Richard Gere.
and John Travolta.
But isn't that a story that
He
they
went
were supposed to have
Flaming
all?
Hot
Huh? Oh, you got your flaming hot. I sent him this story. Let me see this. This is my breakfast, by the way.
I might come
this
in
is
there
off
and
my
grab some of
diet.
that.
I sent him a story that hospital rooms. I'll hold this up. Hospital rooms, flaming hot Cheetos have had a. Oh, this one. All right, sorry. This one. Have had a rush because people are eating flaming hot Cheetos, and it's turning their dookie red.
Because the dye is not digesting.
No, it's just so you get these red clumps in your poop, and so
Well-
people are running to the hospital thinking they're dying when it's really just these flaming hot Cheetos.
Well, haven't you ever had that grape Gatorade? The grape flavored Gatorade. It turns it green. I used to drink that like every single day, and it was like I'm
I
going
think you
home.
look at your poop too much.
I think so too.
You tell me one person who doesn't get up after they're done shitting and doesn't look at their poop. I don't believe you. I don't believe it. I think everybody looks. It's
Unless
just,
it's a good anaconda.
Yeah, unless there's a reason.
but
to,
how do you know?
But well, you
You
know
know.
because you felt the anaconda slithering out of your butthole. You don't just randomly turn around and go, I wonder what that looks like today. Unless there's a reason that I felt like, wow, I think I
If
just
it was much
shit.
different than what I normally do.
Yeah, if
then
I feel
might
like I
take
just
a-
shit out my upper body,
Even
I might
even
want to
the,
turn around and look.
Even that shotgun thing you were talking about the other day.
Yeah, well, see,
Explosion?
But
you know that.
You know an
you know
explosion
that, so you're
happened.
you're gonna
You have
check
to
that out.
look.
But I don't just randomly
Like an
go every
everyday
time.
poop? Nah.
Yeah, let me see.
I don't know.
Oh, I only give that a 2 on the scale of 10.
I think actually you will find if you notice, you always look. Everybody always looks. It's true.
No, you always look.
Everybody does.
No.
I think so.
No,
You
not
think
true.
does your girlfriend turn around and look?
I mean, I don't watch her in the bathroom, and she's my wife, so I can't.
Okay, does your wife turn around and look?
I don't know.
She doesn't poop.
Yeah, can you imagine
no,
that
she
now that
doesn't.
you brought that up? That everybody does that? You think
I do think-
you're the woman you want to have sex with actually just goes and then turns around and goes, "Oh, look at that."
That's
There's
decent.
my poop.
I think everybody does. I think we're intrigued by what comes out of our body.
Well,
you
let's
throw
post
up,
some
you look at
pictures.
that.
I'm more intrigued about what goes
If you look at your poop,
in.
go ahead and post. Tag me
Tag me in poop pictures.
at iRockDenver.
You
People
would-
don't look at their poop like.
People are going to
believe
start
they
sending
do.
you text pictures. Of,
Yeah, at iRockDenver on Twitter. Tag me. If you got a Asplosion, a Asaconda, or just your everyday poop that you just look at every time,
just random.
just random poop.
Isn't it a pretty one?
Is there such thing? I'm telling you, drink a whole bunch of that purple Gatorade. I've never had the problem with the flaming hot Cheetos.
Have you eaten a lot of them?
I have.
I love them. They're delicious.
Maybe they changed the.
I like them. I'm definitely.
and it's probably why I'm getting fat.
Maybe they changed the recipe.
I know why you're getting fat. It's called Welton Cafe Tom's Home Cooking.
Yeah, and here it's because I'm
Whereas we sit here and eat.
we sit here and eat, and I'm not doing when I was doing the podcast out of the basement. I have my gym there, so I was either working out while I was thinking of stuff to talk about, or while I was waiting for my podcast to upload, I was lifting weights.
So you're blaming me.
So I'm blaming you, Trevor. It's all your fault that I am 9 pounds heavier and now on a 2-week crash course
Because
diet.
Hawaii's coming.
Hawaii's coming in 2 weeks, and I want to look good on the beach. So I've started a 2-week. Matter of fact, today is when I get out of here. I'm going to the tanning bed, because you got to get a base tan when you go to the beach, right? You have to have a base, so you don't want to burn.
I'm
your
gonna start
first
calling
day
you
on the-
George Hamilton.
I'm not that golden brown.
You will be.
I hope to be, but I'm doing the 2 weeks diet of nothing but iceberg lettuce and Campbell's chicken noodle soup, the cheap one that you add water to.
Really?
And then I don't eat the noodles. I just drink the broth.
Do you want me to eat the noodles?
My dogs do that.
Because I don't have a problem eating anything. I have a heart diet that I'm supposed to eat.
But
Fuck
you're not.
that.
You're not
I like food.
You're eating flaming hot Cheetos,
And I'm having a Monster Energy drink.
so you could actually have a heart attack during the
Which
show.
is the other article you sent me.
The Monster drinks are killing people. Mm-hmm. Monster energy drinks have sent at least right now, a 14-year-old girl into a brain-dead coma. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
And she had two 24 ounces
In
less than 24 hours.
Yeah, she had 2 big monsters.
And what
And
size are these? Because
I think these are
these are 15.
I think they're 16 or 12 or something like that. 16.
But I have a couple of those.
16 ounces because it's 2 servings of 8 ounces.
And here I have a couple of these a day, and now I got to worry about that.
I'll just stick with the coffee, man.
But they say
No, I started with coffee. And
me too. I
uh-huh.
started with coffee, but they're saying it's the caffeine that does it. In this article, that's the caffeine. People are doing the shots of caffeine, the energy drinks, and the.
Do you know what I think
And
it
people
is?
can over caffeinate and snap their brain.
Let me
It's
guess.
called the
That's
wussification
what
of
I was-
America,
I was
you
gonna
fucking
call that.
homos. Take the bubble tape off.
Again, you think that's what this is?
Really? Because I will be the first to admit, and please don't everybody think down upon me. 10 years ago, I went to rehab because I was doing an 8-ball of Coke a day and my heart didn't explode. You tell me that because now we're adding some taurine and caffeine to our diet that we're going into comas and being brain dead?
Well, look at the ingredients on that. What's half of the
Yeah,
crap in there?
Great, caffeine.
I doubt it.
That's
I
just
don't think
stuff-
it's the caffeine, man.
It's the vitamins and stuff in there, isn't it? If you look at these, there's like B12, B6, B.
Stupid.
That's just the nutrition facts, but the actual ingredients.
What are the actual ingredients?
That's what I'm saying.
They're
I
right
don't
here.
know.
We got it.
Let's see.
Ah, fuck, it's dark.
Yeah, it's hard to read on a black can at a
Filtered
dark room.
water, lemon juice concentrate, glucose, taurine, citric acid, sodium citrate, black tea extract. I mean, it's not
It
bad.
doesn't sound bad. There's nothing like words that you can't pronounce.
Right.
Other than guarana.
It's called thinning the herd. If you can't drink a Monster without dying, we probably don't need you adding to the gene pool.
Maybe it's this. Maybe you can't eat flaming hot Cheeto. Well, here's something that I
Oh,
thought.
shit.
Let
You
me
can't
tell you.
eat Flaming
This is
Hot Cheetos
something
and-
that I've thought about before, when you have a little knowledge, it scares the shit out of you.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to WebMD and you look up your, like the other day.
I got that.
Did you?
Oh, shit.
I'm dying.
Yeah, I'm dying of something you could only catch during the Zulu Wars in Africa.
Right.
You know, that kind of. But it's that little knowledge. But it's the chemistry knowledge that's frightened me. Years ago, I thought of this because we were talking about spontaneous combustion. You know, you read about people that just burst into flames for no fucking reason. They just, and you've seen pictures. There's just like feet and shoes, legs are, you know, they seriously just burst into flames. So I thought
maybe they were fabulous.
Flame on, boom. Well, here's the deal. If you think about chemistry and you think of all the times back in labs when you put a drop of this into that and the test tube went poof.
Yeah.
You know, what if you really don't know what you're doing?
What the combination of shit you're putting in your stomach?
Maybe it's just 2.5 of these Cheetos, 1 sip of a Monster drink, and a bite of an Egg McMuffin. Boom! You know what I mean?
You're fucked.
You don't know what you know what
Makes a combustible substance.
Do you see what I'm saying? You don't know what the exact amounts of all this, because we're chemically testing ourselves every day.
Right. I am 100% willing to take that challenge right now. Tell me, there's got to be some shit on the internet. People are listening. I'm not going to do the research, but if someone will do the research and send it over. If you eat, remember it was Pop Rocks before. Pop Rocks and Pop.
You put them together.
Yeah, your stomach's in it. Send me over the combinations. We'll do it right here. I don't give a shit. I'll eat it.
You'll try it?
Fuck yeah.
But what I'm saying, what if it's just...
Why? Because I'm built to spawn.
Right.
I have strong genes.
But every individual is different. We're all made up different.
Yeah.
So
some people need to be erased so they can't tolerate things. Boom! They're gone.
Immediately gone.
Fuck yeah.
You know, what if it's just the air conditioner air of a J.C. Penney's at the same time you take a sip of Coke right after 2.5 minutes of eating McDonald's.
So now you're saying I got to go to J.C. Penney's too?
But you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying it's the combination of things that people have no idea in their life. You know, you park your car outside in downtown, that air for that split second.
That's called God's will.
That's what that is.
God's will. Because the woman didn't realize she was being raped and didn't shut her uterus down, so you were born, but you weren't supposed to be, because in legitimate rape you can't.
Are you going all Democrat all of a sudden?
She enjoyed it, that's why.
And then later on in life, it's like Final Destination. It's always coming for you.
I can't even be in the same room with you people. God is going to come and blow up this place.
That's complaint line is
1-866-378-8327. Wow. Wow. How did we get from what was up Rod Stewart's ass to it's God's will that you have?
How hard is that? That's not a quantum leap.
Oh, man.
Everything's been up Rod Stewart's ass, and God's will says you can't get pregnant and rape.
Who said that? Some dumbass politician did. I don't think that's
not some dumbass. Some Republican.
That's it.
3 times in this election, you guys have stepped on your own dicks on that one.
Wow. Wow. Can we just get this thing over with? Can we just get the election over?
Did you vote early?
Vote early and voted often.
You got 2 in. Did you vote early already?
Yeah.
You already done?
Yeah.
So you should
This thing's done. I voted.
You should abstain. I've got to go and counteract your vote. So I'm going to do that this week.
And I hate to say it, you know, Mitt is already winning in Colorado.
That's because I haven't counteracted your vote yet.
Right, but they're saying like 5,000 to 6,000 votes are already ahead of the Democratic vote. Like you guys must wait till the last minute.
We'll get there.
We'll get there
tomorrow. Don't worry.
I've got till the 7th.
You know what I don't like about this whole voting thing is the people coming to my door all the time asking me, well, are you voting for this person or are you voting like...
Just tell me you're a Jehovah's Witness and ask me if they'd like to come in and talk about God.
Come on in.
I don't like the phone calls.
Yeah.
My phone is blowing up at home with the toll-free. And you see
cell phone.
And you see all the, it's such and such for, League of, da-da-da. I'm like, I'm not answering. I'm not answering.
I don't do that. I think that we're probably far enough past needing political ads right now for people to decide. There should be like a 2-week buffer. 2 weeks from the election, you can't have any, because you can't poll within 100 yards of, you can't campaign within 100 yards of a polling place I think you shouldn't be able to put any ads up within 2 weeks of an election.
Right, and I think people are right. If you saw this story about Madonna got booed for being on stage in New Orleans and saying they should vote for Obama, that she got booed and people walked out. I think that's another one of those deals that's like, hey, we came to hear you sing.
Right.
You know, that's really all we're here for. We just...
And as a public figure, I think as much as... And you get this way more than I do, where people invade your privacy to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
So in what you give up there, you also have a public platform where you can speak. I don't think your concert is the place for it.
No.
If you want to have a press conference, if you want
Later,
to walk out
before the
at an
show.
Obama event and
Yeah.
walk out and say, I support Obama.
Yeah,
If you're one of my fans, I think you should vote for him.
Because people are
But
paying.
at your concert,
Yeah.
People are paying to hear you sing.
right.
Yeah.
She said, this is the quote, she said, who's registered to vote? I don't care who you vote for as long as you vote for Obama. Seriously, I don't care who you vote for. Do not take this privilege for granted, so go vote.
See, now a go vote thing, I'm behind. If it's generic and a star walks out on stage and goes, "Hey, people, you have as an American, you have a right to vote. Don't waste that right. Go vote."
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
That's cool with me. But don't.
Well, Madonna's kind of done, isn't it? I mean, that's
my other thing.
I know
Do we
she's-
really give a shit? It's
Well,
Madonna.
And she said this kind of crap for years. And didn't you know probably when you bought a ticket to go see Madonna that she was probably going to be in, you know?
Well, that's
She tries to say things that are bad. She tries to do things. She tries to...
at the same time, and I hate to defend Madonna because I think that she's absolutely just a whore of herself. I mean, all she does is try to
Reinvent?
reinvent the whorism that is Madonna.
Uh-huh.
And how can I shock value? I mean, she wants to be Howard Stern so bad. But in defense of her, which God, I can't believe I'm.
Why are you doing this? Let it go. Don't even do it.
I got to. People bought tickets to see Madonna in concert in Denver, and then were outraged and wanted refunds because there was violence depicted in her show.
Yeah, she opened the show with gunfire.
She's been doing that for 6 fucking months. She's been on tour.
And you didn't know that ahead of time? You weren't... If you were such a fan, didn't you
You
follow
spent
the...
$250 fucking dollars on a ticket to go see her?
You didn't read a concert review from earlier? You just, oh my God, Madonna's coming, I don't care though!
Oh my God, she had gunfire. Oh my God, simulated
And we
violence.
live in a material world. And
I don't get that. We're so fucking Sue happy and so I have a cause because I'm alive. I don't know what the cause is about.
I hate lawyers. And I have a friend who's a lawyer. I actually have a couple friends that are lawyers.
Yeah.
But I really hate lawyers. I think at some point they're the ones that are ruining this. They have bubble taped us. You can go back to yours. They're the ones that wrapped us in the bubble tape.
I will give you that.
They're the ones that, did you fall down in your neighbor's yard?
Right.
You should sue them.
And it's
Maybe you're a
everything.
dumbass and you tripped on your own foot. Do you have your ice cleaned off your yard by the 24 hours later? No, I don't.
Why? Because I
Don't walk
work.
in my fucking yard.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
So
like,
don't deliver my mail today. I don't give a
no
fuck.
shit, yeah.
You don't deliver mail to a house anymore anyway. You deliver it to a fucking box down the street.
Right. I'm so tired of everything like that. You know, did you slip in the grocery store?
Yeah.
Well,
It's their fault.
it's their fault. Maybe you just slipped. I've tripped before for no reason.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what I thought? I'm a dumbass.
Did you-
I didn't think about suing.
Did you get your ass beat?
Oh,
Well, maybe you just deserved it.
I broke my collarbone years ago downtown at a bank. I went to use the ATM, and it was icy, and I slipped on the steps and fell and broke my collarbone. Not once did I think about suing the bank for not having the steps cleared off.
Right.
I just thought, oops, it's winter.
Should have been
Shit
paying
slipped
attention.
and
I should have
broke-
been paying attention to where I was
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that pisses me off about the whole lawyer, because somebody will get a hold of a dumbass person and go, you know what you really ought to do?
You ought to sue them.
You ought to sue that bank.
And I've seen people sue their friends because they were at a house party and drinking too much, slipped going out to the balcony, broke their leg, sued their friend
Yeah.
for breaking their leg at their house.
That's a good friend right there.
That is a good friend.
State Farm.
I'll
is
break
there.
your other.
But see, that's
fucking
one of the things
leg.
I love about the how the law is done in England is that there really is no frivolous lawsuits. If you lose, you pay.
Good.
There's not. That's
It
why
makes
they
you
don't.
wanna-
That's why you don't bring frivolous lawsuits.
Yeah,
because if you lose, you're going to pay the entire thing.
Yeah.
So you better have a case.
Don't
and you
clog
better-
up our legal system with your bullshit lawsuits.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. All right, we're going to
Yeah.
take a break here on Remasculate. We'll be right back with more TRadioV.com.
Tukis will make you feel good about cleaning. Tukis are reusable dishcloths that are hand-woven with eco-friendly 100% organic cotton. Tukis, handcrafted in India, will make a difference in your home, your life, and the lives of the Indian women who weave them with dignity and pride. Working to stand on their own 2 feet, Tukis are their labor of love. Go green with the best dishcloths available. That's Tukis. Order a 3-pack for less than $10 exclusively online at www.tukis.com. That's TOOCKIES. Tukis.com.
No one loves do-it-yourself projects more than I do, but you never want to cut or drill into a wall without knowing what's behind it. That's why I choose Zircon Corporation. As the #1 electronic hand tool company in the world, Zircon Super Tools help keep me and my crew safe and out of harm's way. From stud sensors and laser levels to metal detectors and electrical wiring sensors, sturdy and dependable Zircon tools are all I use. So whether renovating or redecorating, ask for Zircon by name at your local home improvement store. And should someone say, haven't seen you in a while, tell them, that's cause every time I come by, all the Zircon stud finders go off. Just kidding. Sort of. From odd jobs around the house to those bigger fall projects where you need a helping hand, it's good to know Zircon tools are within your reach and help you get the job done safely. Electronic tools are all they make, so they simply make them better. Remember, before any wall gets worked on, you'd better get a Zircon.
Mahalo Hawaii deep sea drinking water comes to you from the island paradise of Hawaii, 3,000 feet below the ocean surface, where the water is naturally clean, pure, cold, and filled with healthy minerals and nutrients. The deep sea water used for Mahalo drinking water is very old. It takes between 1,200 and 2,000 years for the water to travel to the North Atlantic Ocean through the freezing Arctic currents, under the vast glaciers of Greenland, where it gathers ancient minerals that leach down from the ice. Then it flows around and back down toward the deep channels of the Pacific Ocean. Mahalo Hawaii Deep Sea, purely the best water in the world. The official water for T Radio V. Log on to hawaiideepseawater.com. Mahalo.
Remasculate with Steve Mudflap McGrew and Trevor. Mornings on TRadioV.com. It's what real men listen to when they want to listen to real men stuff. Remasculate, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Remasculate with Steve Mudflap McGrew and Trevor O'Connor on TRadioV.com.
I almost had to sue Cheetos.
Did you choke on that one for a second?
I aspirated some cheesy flavored
Don't use words that have like ass anything in it.
in your mouth, ass.
Because then Rod Stewart comes up.
Right, again. All right, speaking of asses, Lindsay Lohan has been tweeting about the hurricane, and she's calling it Hurricane Sally.
She just decided?
I don't think she's smart enough to know that it's Hurricane Sandy.
Right. She's close.
She's close. So why do we give a shit what she does on a regular basis? Why is this even in the news? Why am I being told that she's getting the hurricane wrong?
I don't... she should do, like, the things that she does well. A bunch of coke and
party.
Suck cock.
Has she done that?
I'm sure.
Not on film yet, though, right?
No. Is she the lesbian that is sometimes and
yeah,
isn't?
Yeah, that's the one.
Sam Ron's?
Right,
yeah.
the DJ. She was with the DJ for a while, and then...
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yes, it is.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug, and it's dangerous. Don't you kids do that at all.
Don't you try that shit at home.
Have you seen Trevor? That's what happens.
You don't want to end up like me.
So anyway, she says, as Hurricane Sandy looms over the East Coast, celebrities prepared for the worst-case scenario. Kim Kardashian, for example, appears to be stockpiling all the bottled water in Miami. Others, meanwhile, took to Twitter to share news on the impending disaster and offer prayers for those in the storm's path. But it turns out that not everyone is concerned about Sally or Sandy. And that's when she tweeted, why is everyone in such a panic about hurricane, and I'm calling it Sally with a question mark. So I don't think she knows.
Right.
Stop projecting negativity. Think positive and pray for peace. Are we going to war with the hurricane? Is it war? Do we need peace?
You gotta pray.
Pray for peace?
Pray for peace with a hurricane?
Hurricane peace?
What is she an idiot?
Obviously.
So she has no vocabulary?
I feel like she just made that clear.
My real question is it somewhat a ploy? Is she really that fucking stupid? Or...
I think Lindsay Lohan is that stupid.
Really?
Yeah.
You think she's that dumb?
Yes.
Because a lot of celebrities, I think the crap that they put out there is a huge ploy just to get attention. They say, they spend 3 days figuring out that exact right tweet to sound just dumb enough to get the reaction, to make TMZ, to get made fun of
and
by
then it goes,
Leno.
then it goes around the world, and we're like us. We're talking about
and then we remember who they are. Kind of like I'm looking at TMZ right now, and Chad Kroeger and Emerald, and what's her name? Avril Lavigne.
Oh, yeah.
Well, her ex,
The guy
Derek
from
Whibley.
Sum 41.
Yeah, him and his girlfriend dressed up as Chad Kroeger in Avril for Halloween to make a point.
That is the.
Are you so fucking past?
What is the point?
Anyone remembering who you are? That the only way you're going to make TMZ is by dressing up as your more famous ex?
That is just ridiculous. Are you kidding me? That's like a real article?
Yeah. That made TMZ.
That's sad.
That's another reason I think TMZ should be gone, too, is because they perpetuate just
stupid,
lame shit on a regular basis. They're out there just egging on people. If you watch the show, they're putting the cameras in people's face,
trying to get
that reaction, trying to get something started,
See,
trying to get a lawyer
Here's
involved.
another one that I think is completely predetermined and concocted, and that was the Hulk Hogan sex tape. Because now it says that Hulk Hogan has settled his sex tape suit with Bubba the Love Sponge. Bubba, an FM DJ down in Tampa.
They've settled it?
Yeah. Hulk was coming out saying, $100 million, I'm suing Bubba because he taped me. I guarantee those two got together and said, we both need a little bit of jump.
Yeah. Let's get the lawyers involved. Insurance company will pay something, and we'll both walk away.
Right.
But now maybe they'll both get whacked with some kind of fraud. That would be nice if.
And they should.
If they get somebody should investigate.
If somebody
this
can
thoroughly.
investigate them and say, yeah, these two are a bunch of fucking tools who did this themselves, then they should have to pay that money back and get whacked with, a big fine on top of what they would have made.
Did anybody care about the Hulk Hogan sex tape?
Man,
I looked at it.
Yeah, it's bad news.
I didn't like it. I wish I hadn't seen it.
Yeah. I wish I had the Men in Black thing that you could erase your memory with. 'Cause there's some things like your nipple, the Hulk Hogan sex tape,
the neuralizer.
The neuralizer.
These are good. They're kind of addicting though. The Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, they are. They're delicious. And there's a version of that where they're mixed with like wheat checks, rice checks.
Really?
Yeah, there's a
trail mix,
like a trail mix kind of version of this that is really, really good. Oh, this is the Flaming Hot with the limon.
Limon.
Yeah.
Again,
it's lemon, isn't it? Lime or whatever. Why are we using Spanish for everything these days?
Because it's limon, don't you know?
Because it sounds good, Hans.
Is that what it is? Isn't it just lime?
It just gives that flair to it. So, like, Hispanic people are like, it's got lemon in it. Let's eat it.
I just wish they would start making all this shit with no dye so that my hands don't...
Right? Clear Cheetos.
Right.
Flaming hot clear Cheetos.
And then Kristen wouldn't know how often I play with my wiener because I eat Cheetos.
Why
and
is
I've got
your
an
wiener
orange...
a flaming hot orange red?
Yeah.
Because it's lonely. It's lonely. That's what happens. That's what color it turns when you leave it alone.
If you eat Cheetos and play with it, it'll look the same.
Right?
Yeah, there's a Kenny Chesney song that where he does the big orange ball sinking in the water. Have you heard that one? Yeah. And every time I do that, I go, big orange balls, because I'm eating Cheetos. That's
a natural song that happens in your head.
Yeah,
now?
every time. Because I know everybody's got those songs that there's a parody in your head, no matter when you hear the...
Yeah, I've done parodies for like every song.
That's what I do. Every song that I hear, especially like Kristen and I will be driving, and a song that we both know will come on, and regardless, I have to make up
it's got something to do
alternate
with your,
lyrics.
Something to do with your balls or some titties.
Yeah.
Well, as the DJ and they're at this real station, We used to.
Are we a fake station?
Yeah, we're a fake station. Well, we're not corporate, but I'm saying
corporate,
evil corporate, where they play the same shit over and over every 2.5 hours, and you hear it over and over again. Your brain automatically turns that song to
starts
shit.
turning it into something
just automatically. Like here it is
Yeah.
again. You know.
That's interesting.
Like I would probably be doing that with the new Taylor Swift song right now. You know. And she's got the new album out now. If you haven't seen it on everything,
She was on
everywhere,
She was on fucking Ellen.
and I think Ellen would probably be on her.
Ellen would probably love to be on her. But Ellen's
the new album is called
cute.
Red, by the way. I think that's because maybe did she start her period? I think she might have actually.
She's there?
Do you guys need that period song again?
No, no, no.
Again, I need the Men in Black thing. That was bad news.
Well, somebody that may not be having their period anymore for a while, and I'm heartbroken over this, is Mila Kunis might be pregnant.
Nuh-uh.
Yep.
Who's she with?
Ashton Kutcher.
What? They're
Yeah.
together now?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. She may be. One of the magazines posted these pictures.
He went from the hottest cougar to one of the hottest girls, period. Because all of us would fuck Demi Moore.
I wouldn't have a girlfriend.
If you were that famous?
No, I have a girlfriend.
You couldn't have a girlfriend
If
you
you
were that
didn't have a girlfriend.
No, I wouldn't do it because I didn't. I'm not even going to go there. Because why? I have a girlfriend. But I have to say, and she knows this, I'm okay with it, Mila Kunis is hot.
She's on your list?
She's on my list. But I didn't even know who she was because I wasn't a big that 70s show fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, yeah, it's a great flick.
And I didn't know who she was,
Yeah.
and I thought, this chick is hot.
Well, she does the voice for Meg, too, on Family Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She does?
Yeah, that's Meg.
I don't know who Meg is.
You don't watch Family Guy?
No. I don't do cartoons.
I don't either.
And especially adult cartoons.
I don't
For
either.
some reason,
I'm not going to go see The Incredibles. I'm not going to go see Madagascar 3. I'm not going to go. You know why? I'm an adult.
And don't get me wrong, I'm all about dick and fart jokes. I'm all about stupid humor. I don't smoke weed.
Well, I don't even know if that's it.
I think that's it.
I have friends that are just that low down the educational system. Maybe I don't even know what phrase to use.
I think it's weed.
But this is just a normal dude. I love my favorite movies, the Cars. What? You like Cars? Oh, I love that thing. Can't believe you don't like it.
It's got all kinds of adult humor in it.
Yeah, it goes over above the kids' heads. You got to. I'm like. I'm not wasting my time. There's like real movies.
I don't need a movie
that are written by adults.
I don't need a movie that just
adults.
barely cleared kids' heads so I could get the humor.
No.
I'll take an adult movie that barely cleared me.
Yeah, and the other night there's a new movie previews coming out, Life of Pi, which is. Have you seen the previews
No.
for this? It's about a guy strapped on a lifeboat with a tiger. I mean, this is what I'm getting from the previews. But it looks like it's all CGI. It's just like the entire
Life of
thing
Pi?
is Life of Pi, and it's all CGI.
Give me the trailer.
And Miss Thing said, she goes, that didn't interest me at all. I go, why? It sort of looks good. She goes, it's just too much computer stuff. I go, I have turned you on to real movies, haven't I? She goes, I have to say you have. Because the more you go to a real movie, the more you hate Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
The more you go to a movie that is just, well written, well acted.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need CGI explosions. You don't need, animation.
The Piano.
The Piano, perfect movie.
Mm-hmm. Let me see.
Oh, here's the trailer right here for Life of Pi. If
You should apologize, damn it.
Pi,
Life of Pi.
look at this.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh.
What the hell just happened? Oh, there.
That was it?
No, it's just it's the start. Based on the best-selling novel.
Is there a novel that comes out that's not the best-selling?
No, they're all best-selling. New York Times bestseller list.
got some alien shit.
All you've ever known is lost.
Dun dun dun.
He finds a lifeboat.
Because there's always a lifeboat.
Find your courage. Look. Oh!
He's towing?
Yeah. Then it looks good. The graphics is good.
That's all you get.
Oh, that's it.
I'm going to be honest.
Doesn't it look like interesting?
I might go see that over a bunch of the over Transformers 19.
Right, I would. Yeah, because it looks like a really kind of an interesting movie. How he's come to learn to exist with this tiger that survives the shipwreck.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, "No, just too much special effects. You can tell it's all CGI."
Well, I'd see it.
I'll take a movie like that or a movie like The Patient. Do you remember The Patient?
Oh, I love The Patient.
Great movie. Over Transform. I mean, once in a while, I just want Transformers, like just crazy, action-packed. You don't have to think a whole lot. You can be working on the computer and doing some other shit while the movie's on, and you're not gonna miss anything. And
that's just background noise to me. That's not a movie. A movie to me is I go sit down and I want to hear every word of the dialogue.
Because if you miss a little, you're gonna not understand.
There's a twist. There's a something that he missed. Like one of the movies that was. Did you ever see it called Beginners?
No.
It was out a year or so ago. It's a very good movie with Ian McGregor, and he finds out that his mom dies, and he goes to take care of his dad, and his dad finally comes out of the closet like at 80 years old.
Is this the Joe Simpson story?
Pretty much. But no, it's actually a very cool, and one of those movies like, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. But then you go, you know what? If that really happened to somebody, what a horrible life they've had to leave. That's what this whole point of this is.
Right, you lived
the
your
whole life has been a lie.
Not unlike Joe Simpson.
And then like at 80 years old, he comes out of the closet and finally meets some guy, but then he dies. So he has this whole like lost life.
Wow.
And it was a really good.
I'm okay with that movie.
It was a really good movie. Well written, well acted. One of the guys, I can't remember the guy that was in it. He was an Oscar nominated for it. It wasn't Ian, but the other older guy. Did you find it? Beginners.
I'm looking right now. Hang on.
Oh, he's got it up on the screen.
Oh.
Because I'm good like that.
You're coming to live with me now, okay?
That's the bathroom. This is the living room. This is the dining room where people come and eat sometimes.
Look, it's lonely out here, so you better learn how to talk with me.
I'll let it stand up to 150 words. I don't talk.
This is 2003. This is what the sun looks like. And the stars. This is the president. And this is the sun in 1955. And the stars. And the president. My parents got married in 1955. They had a child, and they stayed married for 44 years until my mother died. 6 months later, my father told me he was gay.
I'm gay.
I remember him wearing a purple sweater when he told me this, but actually he wore a robe.
I'm gay.
He was gay the whole time they were married. Oliver, I just met a girl.
You point, I'll drive.
This way.
Hey, she's the one from.
Hello?
Oliver?
Yeah.
They had Glorious Bastards.
Wonderfully loud music in the club tonight.
What kind of music's that?
Probably house music.
House music. Okay. House.
You gotta write it down.
House music.
That's not funny. I just took a note on the name of the movie on my computer.
Well, let's not rush out and tell everyone.
Sometimes I wonder.
Before Anna, I had 4 serious relationships. I let all of them fall apart.
Just be happy about it, huh?
The melody.
For the first time, I saw him really in love.
And I am once again with you.
People like us, half of them think things will never work out. The other half believe in magic.
And each kiss an inspiration.
Christopher Plummer. That's the guy. Comedy Academy Award.
See, I'm good with that one.
life.
It's actually a story.
Yeah.
in there, you know.
And a good story.
That's what a movie's about right there.
Beginners.
This is what I'm supposed to feel like.
Now,
Yeah, I got goosebumps.
Whoa.
Because there's something about the It's something about this movie. It's no explosions, no car wrecks,
Right.
no animation, no. It's dialogue and a real story
Not
and
a shit ton of
acting
just
that,
CGI and
that
explosions
touches you. Yeah. And it's like people hate those movies. I mean, I talk to people that go, "Oh, I would never waste my time on a movie like that." Why? Because nothing
'Cause you have
blew
to think.
nothing blew up.
Now, we can beat up on my Facebook friends for a second.
Okay.
Over the weekend, I was looking at movies, trying to figure out, because we had the kids, and the kids go to bed a little bit early, so we had some time in the evening to hang out and watch movies. Jesus, people. Leave me alone. Where's it at? So I put up, what is your favorite movie of all time on Facebook? If I could find it.
I think I put something on there. I think I said my favorite were Fight Club and Weird Science. To me, they're classic.
Weird Science.
Yeah, it was a great flick.
Weird Science.
We're heading to a break. Let's go to break. I'll pull up this post.
Because you can't find it now.
Well, so.
I'll find it for you. Put it on the screen.
All right. We'll be taking a break. We'll be right back with more Remasculate on TRadioV.com.
Tukis will make you feel good about cleaning. Tukis are reusable dishcloths that are hand-woven with eco-friendly 100% organic cotton. Tukis, handcrafted in India, will make a difference in your home, your life, and the lives of the Indian women who weave them with dignity and pride. Working to stand on their own 2 feet, Tukis are their labor of love. Go green with the best dishcloths available. That's Tukis. Order a 3-pack for less than $10 exclusively online at www.tukis.com. That's TOOCKIES. Tukis.com.
No one loves do-it-yourself projects more than I do, but you never want to cut or drill into a wall without knowing what's behind it. That's why I choose Zircon Corporation. As the #1 electronic hand tool company in the world, Zircon Super Tools help keep me and my crew safe and out of harm's way. From stud sensors and laser levels to metal detectors and electrical wiring sensors, sturdy and dependable Zircon tools are all I use. So whether renovating or redecorating, ask for Zircon by name at your local home improvement store. And should someone say, "Haven't seen you in a while," tell them, "That's 'cause every time I come by, all the Zircon stud finders go off." Just kidding. Sort of. From odd jobs around the house to those bigger fall projects where you need a helping hand, it's good to know Zircon tools are within your reach and help you get the job done safely. Electronic tools are all they make, so they simply make them better. Remember, before any wall gets worked on, you'd better get a Zircon.
Mahalo Hawaii deep sea drinking water comes to you from the island paradise of Hawaii, 3,000 feet below the ocean surface, where the water is naturally clean, pure, cold, and filled with healthy minerals and nutrients. The deep sea water used for Mahalo drinking water is very old. It takes between 1,200 and 2,000 years for the water to travel to the North Atlantic Ocean through the freezing Arctic currents, under the vast glaciers of Greenland, where it gathers ancient minerals that leach down from the ice. Then it flows around and back down toward the deep channels of the Pacific Ocean. Mahalo Hawaii Deep Sea, purely the best water in the world. The official water for T Radio V. Log on to hawaiideepseawater.com. Mahalo.
You're listening to Remasculate on TRadioV.com.
You're actually listening to me
eating flaming hot Cheetos.
That's right.
With limon.
Limon. So we're talking movies. Trevor put up on his Facebook page, what is your favorite movie of all time? And what are some of the crappy responses you got from the general public?
Crappy in my opinion?
Oh, just... Go ahead and read the responses.
Anything from the John Hughes era.
Uh-huh.
I understand. The 80s were great for John Hughes. There were some interesting things. He did Pretty in Pink and Better Off Dead and all that. But those are not the greatest movies of all time. Come on.
Yeah, but to different people, that's helps define who they are.
Well, he did Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Okay, give me this. Planet Terror, greatest movie of all time?
No.
That was the Robert Rodriguez, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, that was the Grindhouse. They put them together on that drive-in.
Good movies, kind of interesting. I like that they did that throwback.
Mm-hmm.
You know, drive-in movie theater kind of feel. But greatest movie of all time?
No.
Todd Sweeney or Sweeney Todd?
Never seen it.
Oh, I hated that.
Yeah, I didn't think. A Clockwork Orange, interesting. Greatest movie of all time?
But these are people's. Everybody has their own opinion, and you got to remember Stanley Kubrick, who did Clockwork Orange, is considered one of the greatest directors of all time.
Sure. Silence of the Lambs, a great series.
Hello, Clarice.
Very interesting. I definitely would watch all of those movies again. Greatest of all time? Still no. I'm more along the lines of something like I mentioned earlier, like The Patient. Great movie. I mean, it's about nothing, but it mesmerizes you, and you're stuck in the movie for. It's like a 3.5-hour movie.
Yeah, a movie to me has to make you feel something.
Right,
it has to. I don't want to just be. That was 2 hours wasted, or that was a good. I guess that part in the middle was all right, where they did such and such. That was okay.
There's a movie, and someone going to take my man card. There was a movie that came out probably 6-7 years ago. It was Kevin Costner and Kelly Preston, and the movie was called For Love of the Game.
That was that baseball one, wasn't it? Yeah, I did not see that one. But
I've been a baseball player my whole life, and different things resonate with different people. That movie goosebumped me. Doesn't happen often, but there were so many things that happened where he's flashing back on mistakes that he'd made and directional changes. He's at the end of his career, and not to give the movie away because it's 6 years old. I'd hate to spoil it for somebody.
Oh man, why'd you have to do that?
And Opie's dead.
Oh man!
But basically, he's in the middle of throwing a no-hitter. The last game that he's ever probably going to pitch in his career. He's an older guy. He's come through an injury, but the whole game, he has no concept of that he's in the middle of throwing a perfect game. He's flashing back to all the memories that he's had about this girl and their relationship through baseball and everything that's gone on, and it is a really, really good movie. No special effects.
For Love of the Game.
For Love of the Game.
Now, did you see the new baseball one, the new Clint Eastwood?
No, but I want to.
It was something
good.
about a curve.
The Curve, yeah. The Curve.
Did you guys ever see that movie Memento?
No, but I wanted to really bad. I heard such great things that it's so hard to follow because the movie's backwards.
Yeah, it's really weird because.
And I really like Fruity Mentos.
I love Mentos.
Well, it's based upon this guy who's in this accident, whatever. He only has like a short-term memory.
He has to write everything down.
Yeah,
he writes it all over himself.
Yeah, and so like he has to, and he looks at the handwriting. I mean, there's all these things that lead up to. I mean, I'm not going to give it away because you really got to see it.
I do want to see that.
It's a great.
And I love that actor that's in that. Can't remember his name right now. He's in the new Shia LaBeouf.
I won't see a Shia LaBeouf movie.
Lawless. No, you won't? Lawless was pretty good.
I think he is one of the most overrated and douchebaggiest actors in Hollywood.
You're just mad because he slept with all the actresses in the Terminator. I mean, in the Transformer movies.
Do you think he banged Megan Fox?
Of course he did.
You think they all do?
They all bang her.
They have to.
Kristen Stewart. I mean, if she's going to give up Robert Pattinson for the director of a movie, that pretty much does that state that all female actresses have self-esteem issues and pretty much need someone to make them feel attractive?
But I read a thing that's just recently. I wish I should have bookmarked this more. That's what causes so many affairs is that you're on set. You're having to be intimate. You have these scenes. You spend time. You kiss.
There has to be chemistry.
There has to be chemistry for the film to catch.
Either real or created.
Yeah. So that causes a lot of that. And another
sexual tension there.
Another thing that I read just recently, and is it Kristen? What is her? Patton? Not Stewart was talking about Robert Pattinson, and that she said that he had a small penis.
Oh snap! That's a killer.
You can't get back together after you make a comment like that, can you?
No, if we get in a fight and you publicly say that my schlong is not a schlong,
it's a schmedium.
Schmedium. It's not a schlong. It's a schmedium.
That's it. I mean, you put the scarlet letter on me.
Yeah, and the article that I read said that there was a rumor that she had said that. There was the rumor, and again,
at that point, you almost have to hang dong.
Yep.
You got to at that point.
Right.
He's going to be on a balcony somewhere, like faking, like, oh, I was getting sun, and a reporter caught me naked on
hang dong.
He's got to do the Michael Jackson, hang it over the ledge.
Yeah.
But you probably have. I mean, if you're smart, you go in the bathroom and you discipline the monkey. And then when the monkey's on its way down, you walk out.
Right.
So that you get the best.
Oh, the best of everything. Yeah.
You know, so
you still got a little bit of.
A little bit of extra blood in the area.
Well,
I mean, you don't want to do it on a cold morning.
Maybe he's a grower, not a shower.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want to catch it when
it's on its way back?
When it's still showing a little bit. Yeah.
Man, you don't. I mean, that's.
Do we really believe that statement too? Grower, not a shower.
I think that's said by guys with small penises.
With mediums.
Schmediums.
I mean, if you're this big, you're not going to get to a foot.
If you look like a stack of buttons,
right? Yeah, I mean, you're not going to turn into John Holmes.
No.
From this to.
It's not like one of those things you buy at the gift shop that you add water and it turns into a dinosaur.
There? How long do you got to leave it in the water?
Right. You've seen those things. You drop the pill into the water.
12-hour deal.
No, baby. I'm a grower. Well, fuck, I'm aging. How long do you got to wait for that sucker? I think it either is or it isn't. And it doesn't matter. I mean, she's got to find a girl that thinks it's the right size. Or will lie to you and tell you it is.
But what is the whole truth of this, the size doesn't matter thing? Because there are women that will say, yes, it does, yes, it doesn't. And medically, I know the vagina will stretch to accommodate some things, but it's basically only about 3 inches long in itself. So there's other women that will say, I don't want it to be hurt.
Right.
You know, so does it matter?
You know what my belief is? You're right, dear. It's my fault I can't hit the bottom. But it's your fault I can't hit the sides.
Whoa.
Boom.
Right?
So the complaint line is
1-866-378-8327.
At iRockDenver. Go ahead and send me a tweet.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never...
Touche. I just got touche from the...
See that.
Camp Anawana. I don't know who that is, but thank you.
Are you getting chat people?
Yeah,
talking about Twilight.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it depends on the person. It depends on attraction. It depends on a lot of different things. I don't think it just has to do with size. But I mean, if you want to look at it from a porn status, then they want size.
But isn't that just like a looking at penis? I mean, that's what it's not really. Is it doing its job, or is it just like? Is ow 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 really as good as oh? You know what I'm saying?
I just think it has something to do with attraction too. Because if you have that much attraction and chemistry with somebody, then it's going to make that, sexual interaction a lot better. Because, yeah, you're going to be gentle if you have a bigger, whatever. If you have a smaller one, you're going to, it just accommodates itself if there's that passion.
Well, so if you're a schmedium and she's yelling schmore, schmore, schmore,
then you got to get your tongue in there.
What do you got to do?
Well, you got to go jackhammer.
Yep. There you go.
I mean...
You got to
give it to her one way or the other.
Right?
Jackhammer?
Yeah, you never. Yeah, that's that.
You lose control that way.
I mean, if you're giving her,
don't you lose control that way?
She
though?
says, "Oh, baby, give me some more,
You're supposed
to
lose control.
The only thing you have is that.
Oh, you're supposed to.
In those situations, if they want the schlong and you're only got the
schmedium,
you only got the schmedium, you got to go jackhammer and lose control, man.
Oh. Yeah, but the only problem is you don't want to lose too much control. Because if you lose too much control with that schmedium and you hit the taint, then you have
you're breaking.
Then you have a game-ending injury.
Game-ending injury.
It's a pop. There's a pop.
You don't want that game-ending injury.
So what about toys in a relationship? Are you guys all right with like if toys are brought in?
I don't care.
No,
you mean like
marital
with
aids?
us? Yeah, I know what you're talking. I mean, but like when we're together. Or when she's by herself?
Either way. Now, let's talk about either way.
You know what? I'm in for either way.
Are you for the either way?
Not used on me, but if I'm doing this or doing that, then I'm going to do the whole nine. that's what she's into. You know.
But don't you worry that it is an actual toy and it is motorized and it runs on. It actually can do a lot more than you do. And if they get used to that, you are never going to be satisfactory.
I think if it's there to increase what's already there and happening, the chemistry there, and it's. But if every time you have sex, she has to reach in the drawer to finish the job,
that's bad.
Then you've got
bad.
issues. But if, once in a while the toy comes out and it's playtime for daddy, hell yeah.
Cool.
Or if I have to work 15 hours a day and I'm here at the studio and she's like, I'm pretty revved up.
I'm going to head and do it myself.
I'm going to handle this, but I'll still be revved up when you get home.
But are they?
I think so.
But if they get used to getting revved up on their own,
I think most girls prefer the real, fleshy
meat horn.
Yeah.
Did you say meat horn?
Meat horn. Meat horn. Coming through.
Meat horn coming through.
She plays the slobber blues on the meat horn.
Now I know why my family doesn't listen to this.
Right. I think my mom. No, I think she tuned out.
Your mom's already tuned out?
She's no longer online.
What lost her? Meat horn?
Oh, sorry,
Is that
Mom.
wrong or?
God, playing the blues, slobber blues on the meat horn? Did you really say that?
Hey.
And my girlfriend was worried about me getting a female intern. This guy, look at this. I've never heard a female intern ever at some point go.
Meat horn?
Meat horn.
Let's rewind that. Take it back.
Why do you think we can't have female interns?
What is the name of your partner's toys? Do they have names?
Kristen doesn't have toys.
She's in the building. Don't make me go get her.
Seriously. Go get her.
Go get Kristen. We're gonna talk toys with the.
Oh man. We're gonna get me in trouble right here again. How is it that I'm always the one?
Because you're in the room.
Yeah,
That's
but
how it works.
you're in the room.
If you're in the room, I'm not afraid to talk about anything. Though.
Yeah.
You probably have noticed that. There's every once in a while, because of Miss Thing, I'll go, I'll tiptoe around this.
Right.
But for the most part, nah. And she's pretty much learned that too. It's like, did you really have to say that? Are you mad? No, but did you really have to?
I get that too. Have a seat.
Uh-oh.
We're talking about toys.
Sex toys?
Mm-hmm.
What kind
And
of
he
sex
said you're an
toys?
expert, so we wanted to bring you in on this.
I said you don't even have one.
I do not.
He said sexpert, by the way.
Sexpert.
I am a sexpert,
Uh-huh.
but I do not have sex toys.
And why is that?
I don't know. I just never experimented with them. Never had an urge to really delve into that area.
Oh. And why is that?
I don't know, because my hands did the job for many years.
You can't beat a girl.
Hands are free.
Yes, they
They
never run out
You
of
don't
batteries.
have to. They don't cost anything. They don't run out of. You don't have to recharge them.
I was so close.
Oh!
Batteries are not an issue with hands, so it worked well.
So this is never, like ever.
You've never owned a toy?
No.
What about your girlfriends?
Yes, they have.
Do they have several toys?
A couple of them
Have
had
like the box next to the bed?
Yeah.
The dirty box?
The dirty
The
box.
dirty box.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Now, have you ever talked to the girls about this? About do they think they might be addicted to the toy, less addicted to the dick?
I've never had that conversation with my girlfriends. I don't know. I could probably see that some girls would maybe get addicted to it.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the girls that maybe bring toys into the bedroom even when they have a partner.
Uh-huh. See,
my
I told you,
theory.
Trevor, it's wrong.
That's the thing. I don't think it's wrong. I think if you're in a relationship and a girl has a toy and on occasion the toy comes out to like Carnival Day. That's
What is
cool.
Carnival Day?
You know, when like hotel sex day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Hotel sex, by the way, is some of the best ever.
Right.
Or
sex
vacation sex.
Right, vacation sex. It's all this. But like Carnival Day, you know, the toy. But if every time you're having sex, she has to reach in the drawer to finish the job, then you've got relationship issues.
I agree with
You're not
that.
handling your business as a man.
I can agree with that. I don't think a girl should have to rely on vibration, basically, to, you know, finish the job and be able to orgasm or whatever during sex. There should be, your partner should be able to provide that for you.
Now, as a female, is an orgasm required with every time?
Say yes.
No.
No, it's not.
Shh.
Say
it's not required, but it happens every time.
I'm not saying you're falling. I'm not saying you're falling short, Trevor. I'm just asking because a lot of times, if you know, like, you just don't do it. Or I've had, you know, she's gonna hate me, but she'll like. I'm sorry, I'm just being difficult
it's harder,
tonight.
I think for girls to reach that climax because we're so mental with it, whereas guys, I don't think they're as mentally involved into it. Me personally, it's not always about me having an orgasm as much as him, obviously, having an orgasm. Like, if we're, like, you know,
ta-da!
If we have, like, a little quickie or something like that, you know, like, that's essentially more for him than it is for me, although it still feels good.
So it's not it's not a requirement, and you don't start to think, damn it, again. Damn it, again.
Yeah,
well, I think at the point in a relationship where you start to think, damn it, again, you've got relationship issues that are far
more than that.
Way outside the bedroom.
Yes.
When it's
I agree.
All I think about is, hey, baby, can you just bend over so I can get off real quick every single time? Then there's no connection anyway.
Right.
I mean, once in a while, you're just like, hey, baby.
Yeah.
Can we sneak in the...
Yeah. Kids are asleep.
Right.
Yeah, if the guy, you know, puts in his effort just as often to keep his, you know, girl partner satisfied, then there's no issues with not having an orgasm every once in a while.
Well,
you know.
Well, I've got you here. I'm going to ask another question. Trevor probably hates this, but I'm going to ask it because
I'm just eating Cheetos, so I can't hear.
A friend and I were talking the other day about couples that have all the problems and why they break up and why they cheat. Like I hear all the he cheated on me. He cheated on me, or whatever.
Right.
Do you, if you're not having sex in a relationship, if you're not eating, you're going to go out to dinner. Do you see what I'm saying? That's my point. And I've tried to talk to other women about this. Like, you know, well,
I can agree with that.
If you're hungry, you're going to eat.
Yeah.
Feed daddy.
Feed daddy. And it used to be called the wifely duty. I mean, it was known as that. I've talked to my mom grossly about this. is that you know, there was just times like get it over with. I got to go cook dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nowadays, so many women in this day and age have become so Oprahized with it's my body, it's my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this because I don't feel like it. Well, if you're not satisfying your husband, why wouldn't you assume that he probably wants to go have dinner somewhere?
Exactly. And I think it works both ways, though, too. You know, like if the girl's not fully sexually fulfilled in a relationship, her eyes are going to wander and she's going to question, like, well, if he can't please me, what is he doing? You know what I mean? Is he doing something?
Is he getting it somewhere else and he's not wanting it from me?
He can't please me, or am I not turning him on enough? You know, and then it can really fuck with the girl.
But don't you think
as far as
that when it comes to sex, there shouldn't be any of it should be he's doing the husbandly duty and I'm doing the wifely duty.
Yeah,
when it comes to sex, it's not I don't feel like it right now. I'm not asking you to run around the house.
Right.
I'm asking you to like lay back for a second.
Right.
You know what I mean?
3 minutes. It's all. You know?
Yes.
Well, and I think it's all about communication. I mean, if you're not getting what you want sexually and you're not communicating it to your partner, you're just as guilty.
True.
Yes,
and here's the other thing that I think that's going around, and nobody really wants to talk about this because it's mean, is look how many people just are not attracted to their partner anymore.
That's very true.
They're just.
But
like,
I think sex, you know, I think sex and then the relationship in itself plays into that as well, because from a girl's standpoint, if she is not sexually fulfilled and there are other little issues in the relationship, it eventually is just going to unfold into this big, huge thing, and then there's a breakup.
Right.
You know, but like Trevor said, you know, if the couples feel comfortable enough to communicate to each other what they like, what they don't like, what feels good, what doesn't, you know, so they can constantly keep that.
But what about the physical aspect of things? Like so many people, like
if I gain 75 pounds,
right,
or turn into a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, right. Or the same thing.
I wouldn't let that happen.
But what if that does happen and you got this whole thing mentality today? Well, if he doesn't like me the way I am, he could just kiss my ass and hit the road.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's. I was listening to Dr. Laura a few years ago, and it was one of the...
On purpose?
Oh, yeah, I love Dr. Laura. She actually had... There was this phone call. This woman called and said that my husband hasn't had... we haven't had sex in months, and, I think there's something wrong with him, and, how do I get him to a therapist? And the first thing out of Dr. Laura's mouth was, how much weight have you gained since you got married? What does that have to... And she's like, what does that have to do with anything?
So you're a fat bitch now.
I think that it... I mean,
and that was the first
extent,
right off the bat. It was like, if you're not attracted to your partner, why aren't you able to say to your partner, damn, you really got to... I'm not attracted to you anymore.
Yeah.
Why do people assume that, he should just love me just the way I had a baby and I got 85 more pounds on me?
Well,
can't they be honest? This isn't working for me.
They should be able to. I know a lot of my friends have kids, and immediately after they had their kids, they went right back to the gym to get back to themselves because that's just who they are.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to have kids, I would definitely, it would freak me out if I gained 30 pounds because I've never had issues with that,
But if you were the size that you were, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you've gained 100 pounds and your arms are the size of your legs.
I would expect Trevor to be like, what the fuck is going on?
But so many people get pissed off and offended that you even, and I'm sure we pissed off people to even talk about this right now because it's the truth and it steps on toes, but nobody wants to ever really talk about the real issues of relationships.
And that's why people stayed married before, because they were just honest. Look at Archie Bunker. They were the rudest people in the world, but they loved each other because they knew exactly where shit was. And so many people jump into relationships now not having open communication from the beginning, not feeling uncomfortable around talking about anything, and not that we're perfect in any way, but Kristen and I mean, we get pissed off at each other because that's natural, it happens, but we'll say, you know what, I'm mad because of this, or this, when you do that right there, that bothers me. Or when you do that right there, right. If there's no communication, that's how your wife or your girlfriend gets 100 pounds overweight, because there was no open lines of communication before
that.
Because if so, Kristen's going to look at me like this morning. I was like, I put my jeans on, I put my belt on, and I walked in the bathroom, and I was like, son of a bitch, how's my fat hanging over the side of my pants? And she goes, well, what are you going to do about it?
That's why I'm on the 2-week. I don't know if you heard earlier.
Yeah, I remember yesterday you said
I'm
that.
on a 2-week crash.
Instead of her just going, no, baby, I love you just the way you are. She's not going to say, you're a fat piece of shit, go exercise. But if you feel like your body's getting out of hand,
then maybe you ought to do something.
What are you going to do about it?
Right.
Because as soon as I start thinking that my body's fucked up, for a fact that she's going, yeah, maybe a sit-up or two wouldn't hurt. But if you have that kind of communication and you have that trust with your partner that they're saying things constructively, not destructively, then you're working towards something, and then you stay connected as a couple.
Now, what about the guys that are always, you've heard that I like them with a little meat on them. I like them with a...
Great, they can.
Some guys do. There's a guy I work with who likes
the chubby chasers,
heavier women. And that's just his thing. I think everyone has their preference, but they also have their limit too,
But do you think the preference kicks in because they've accepted the fact this is all
that's
I'm
all I can get? But that's on them.
I think it is because they are insecure about themselves, and therefore they settle for something.
Like, I'm going to get this one because I can.
They'll go for a 6 instead of a 9.
Yeah, because the 6 isn't going to run around. Once I land this, she's going to be so grateful.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life,
make an ugly woman your wife.
Because they ain't going nowhere.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah, because I just think people aren't honest about the whole physicality thing anymore. Because I remember growing up as a kid, I never saw a lot of heavy people. You know what I mean? There was that's why they were the butt of the jokes on all the TV shows.
Not the exception.
Not the exception. You know what I mean? That was the chubby kid in school. There was like one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why if you looked around, all the housewives were always they go into the hair salon and they were in their dresses because everybody wanted to look good for their partner.
Right.
And now we've gotten to this society now, like, fuck it, I'm wearing sweats, and if he doesn't like it, he can kiss my sweaty butt.
I think as a woman, you should, not just for your partner, but for yourself too. I mean, any normal person knows if you take care of yourself and you dress nice or whatever, like, it provides that self-esteem for yourself and for your partner, and then ultimately for your relationship. Like, I do have a couple of friends that did let themselves go in relationships, and some of them were even guys, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then I have other single guys, and they're like so low on themselves, like, why can't I get a girl? And I'm like, look at yourself.
Because you're a piece of shit.
Like,
Look at
what
you.
have you done to try
You play softball every day, and you drink beer,
the way that
and
you look, So
you have no style. You have no.
Yeah.
There's nothing about you. You're vanilla.
Well, I think that a lot of times when I go to the mall, and I've said to Miss Thang, because we'll be joking, because we love to people watch. If you look at a group of guys a lot of time at the mall, they're clones. They're absolute clones of each other.
Because they have no individuality.
No, and I go, how do you decide as a chick, how do you decide who you want? Do I want that guy with the backward baseball hat? Or do I want that guy with the backward baseball hat? Or do I want that guy with the backwards baseball hat?
Right.
An
individual style is definitely something. You may not be attractive to every woman out there, but they're going to know who you are because you have style. If you have khakis and a golf shirt on, just like every other jackass.
Yeah, I agree. Like when I go to the store, I always tease because I'll pick up a shirt. If you go to like JCPenney's, there'll be 25 shirts exactly the same, like blue plaid. And I go,
we do the same thing.
We take pictures. We go to Flatirons a lot, and we'll walk in through the Dillard's entrance because they have, I don't know what the fuck Dillard's thinks is style, but they have the absolute most fucked off clothes you've ever seen. You walk in and it's like, do you remember the Indian blanket? Like the zigzag?
Right.
Like that is a button-down shirt.
Right.
And then they have,
but there's 25 of them.
Right, different flavors of that. And we'll walk through and take pictures of shit all over the place.
Fun of it.
And I found out where Jake Sharon shops too, because did you see that picture I put up a couple weeks ago? I found the same green vest and plaid shirt, and I rolled it up. I put it on inside the store, and then took a picture like this, and it said, "Hi, I'm Jake." But it was just that. It's so ridiculous that that's where you get your style. You buy the whole outfit right off the mannequin because you know that works.
Right.
Really? Because I buy a piece from here. I'll buy jeans from American Eagle and a shirt from Hot Topic and some bracelets from Spencer's.
Put it together. Well, I try to buy things pretty much one of a kind. I look for that. I like to go to the shops or a resale shop and find stuff like, I'm not going to look like the guy down at the corporate headquarters.
Right.
I just don't know how you do that. How do you buy khakis? How do you think, God damn it, I look good in khakis?
I got the extra pleat in my khakis today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that blue button-down collared shirt that you have
look like
on.
You work at Best Buy.
The bitches will be chasing you.
Yeah, that's one thing you will never mistake me for someone who works at a retail store, because I'm never going to dress corporate, and I'm always going to have a style that I have.
Yeah, my sister and Miss Thing both have said to me, you are really easy to shop for because I know shit that looks like you.
Yeah.
I know things. Like if it's got flames or skulls or if it's a certain,
Or what's not me.
Right. You very much know what's not me.
You know 100% what's not me.
Yeah.
What are you guys laughing at?
Joel's doing stupid shit with the cameras.
Oh, he's got Kristen on.
Oh, hi.
It looks like his body is below mine.
Oh. Play with your boobs.
Ooh, nice job. Way to go. All right, we're going to take a break and play with our boobs, and we'll be right back with more Remasculate on TRadioV.com.
There are boobs.
Tukis will make you feel good about cleaning. Tukis are reusable dishcloths that are hand-woven with eco-friendly 100% organic cotton. Tukis, handcrafted in India, will make a difference in your home, your life, and the lives of the Indian women who weave them with dignity and pride. Working to stand on their own 2 feet, Tukis are their labor of love. Go green with the best dishcloths available. That's Tukis. Order a 3-pack for less than $10 exclusively online at www.tukis.com. That's TOOCKIES. Tukis.com.
No one loves do-it-yourself projects more than I do, but you never want to cut or drill into a wall without knowing what's behind it. That's why I choose Zircon Corporation. As the #1 electronic hand tool company in the world, Zircon Super Tools help keep me and my crew safe and out of harm's way. From stud sensors and laser levels to metal detectors and electrical wiring sensors, sturdy and dependable Zircon tools are all I use. So whether renovating or redecorating, ask for Zircon by name at your local home improvement store. And should someone say, haven't seen you in a while, tell them, that's cause every time I come by, all the Zircon stud finders go off. Just kidding. Sort of. From odd jobs around the house to those bigger fall projects where you need a helping hand, it's good to know Zircon tools are within your reach and help you get the job done safely. Electronic tools are all they make, so they simply make them better. Remember, before any wall gets worked on, you'd better get a Zircon.
Mahalo Hawaii deep sea drinking water comes to you from the island paradise of Hawaii, 3,000 feet below the ocean surface, where the water is naturally clean, pure, cold, and filled with healthy minerals and nutrients. The deep sea water used for Mahalo drinking water is very old. It takes between 1,200 and 2,000 years for the water to travel to the North Atlantic Ocean through the freezing Arctic currents, under the vast glaciers of Greenland, where it gathers ancient minerals that leach down from the ice. Then it flows around and back down toward the deep channels of the Pacific Ocean. Mahalo Hawaii Deep Sea, purely the best water in the world. The official water for T Radio V. Log on to hawaiideepseawater.com. Mahalo.
You're listening to TRadioV.com, Denver.
Look, I'm not going to tell you again. Your dog keeps shitting in my yard. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to invite you in to listen to Remasculate with Steve Mudflap McGrew and Trevor O'Connor. What the hell does that have to do with anything? It'll take your mind off the dog shit. All right. Crank it up. And bring me back a beer while you're at it.
Remasculate with Steve Mudflap McGrew and Trevor O'Connor on TRadioV.com.
It will take your mind off the dog shit in your yard. Yeah!
And who doesn't need a distraction from the dog shit?
I went out today to my pond to check on my fish to make sure they weren't frozen.
How's the pond warmer?
It's doing great, by the way. Thank you very much. The pond warmer is work. And when I went out there, the goldfish were all around the pond warmer. They were
in the hot tub?
Yeah, they were in the hot tub. It cracked my ass up because I can see down over the deck. I look out. They're all in a circle. They're all swimming really close to the heater. Like, this is working out well for them.
They're all hanging out in the hot tub. That's funny shit.
Yeah.
What's going to happen if you turn the pond heater off? They're going to be like,
oh, well, then the whole pond will warm up from the sun. But right at this point, they're all just. I thought you don't think about fish being that smart. You know what I mean? Because I've always heard, like, if you move a rock in a tank, the fish will be like, I'm lost.
Where am I?
Yeah. So they've actually learned that, hey, we get up against this black thing.
It's warm over here.
There's warmth.
Yeah, it's nice.
Apparently, my gay cousin is trying to go biker.
What?
Well, he could maybe it's just a costume for, maybe
it's Halloween.
Village people.
Maybe it's
costume.
Halloween. I don't know. Doesn't everybody have a gay cousin?
No, not that I know of.
It's because in Oklahoma they're not allowed to be gay yet.
Well, most of my cousins are Oklahoma and Texas, but I can't think of any. But don't you think it's odd though that sometimes that it runs in the family?
Gayness?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you just go?
You know
there?
what?
Shit, I think they got that gay gene over there.
You know, maybe I shouldn't share this story.
You're gay? It's
obviously
okay.
My mom,
come on out.
My mom doesn't listen to this, but she was going out with this guy, right?
Uh-huh.
And they went out for about a year or so.
And he was obviously gay?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I was just a little kid. I was like 9 years old, whatever. And so we go and hang out with my mom and her boyfriend and all this stuff, and going over and hanging out at his dad's house. She took us over there, and come to find out, her boyfriend's dad was gay. Right? And so, everything was whatever. My mom.
Did you stay away from them, they're gays?
Well, so we left, and, I went back to my dad's house, and I didn't see my mom again for another, 6 months or whatever.
Right.
And she calls us, and she's like, oh, I'm not with this guy anymore, and we're like, oh, that's too bad. He's gay. And it was like.
The dad was gay. He was
and
gay.
The son was
and
gay.
The son, both their names were the same, and that's just strange.
I actually have a couple of friends and acquaintances that I know that it runs in the family. I got a brother who's gay and a sister who's gay, but I'm not. It's that kind of or I've got, two other siblings, or my cousin. Both of my cousins are gay. But then again, you'll run to a family that there's absolutely nobody in the whole chain.
That's called Kentucky.
I don't know. I mean, to each his own. You know,
I don't be friends with family members.
You shouldn't be friends with family members.
Not on Facebook.
No,
he's got some weird shit going on.
Who's that?
My gay cousin.
Oh.
I always just wonder about the parades. That's one of my things that just goes up and down my spine. I don't care if anybody's gay. I really don't. You know, you're a person and you should be treated as a person and that. But I was working in Hawaii years ago, and my son was about 5 at the time, and I was staying at the Ilokai Hotel, which is right on the main drag there. And they were doing the gay pride parade down the main drag. And my son looks out the window at 5 years old and goes, "Hey, Dad, why are all these guys dressed like Jasmine from Aladdin?" So that's something that he didn't need to know, talk about. Why I didn't have to explain. I didn't. That's something. Well, no matter what, I shouldn't have had to.
Why is there no hetero parade just for heterosexuals?
Yeah, it's not like we don't know. You know, it's like it's why there's not commercials for spoons. We all know about spoons.
We know what a spoon's for.
We know. You know what I mean? At this point, it's over. It's done. Stop with the parade.
I'm on the other. I really don't care.
I mean, I don't care either.
I don't care. Have a gay parade all you want. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually prefer. I actually prefer that they have a parade because I like my gays flaming.
Right, you don't.
And I want them in full-on flaming gear because I would rather my friends that are gay be flaming gay and we have an understanding rather than tomorrow you come to me and go,
right,
I want you to know that I'm gay and I kind of like your ass.
What?
Because at that point, I'm like, hey, fuck you, we were friends and you violated some code.
Yeah, we've showered together and shared soap and washed each other's back. You didn't tell me this. No, what bothers me about the parade, it's not that the gayness, but it's the perversion of the gay. And yes, I use that word.
Because they go over the top with it?
On those parades, you don't need a 15-foot penis float. You know what I mean? You don't need. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
It would be one thing if you're gay and you're just holding hands in a parade, or guys in a business suit.
Right. If
everybody desires love.
If you're protesting in Chick-fil-A,
right?
And you just go as a gay
couple and protest. But when you see the freak parade that comes out and that's televised and that's put on the news, and look at that.
But
that's normal.
There's kids out
not
there
normal.
too that see this.
But that's from the media sensationalizing and saying you have to be more than that and more than that.
Right. Or if you got there's the leader, the spokesperson is an 8-foot drag queen in a butterfly costume. Talking to they're talking to the news, going, "We're just like you."
Yeah.
Really? Hey, Papillon, I don't have a sparkler hanging out of my ass.
Right?
You know what I mean?
It's like me floating around on a giant cack.
Right.
See, I would go and be on a gay pride float just for the fucking show. I'm so okay with it. Farthest thing from gay.
I'm so not okay with
it. But
I don't mind. I'm okay. Let's hang. I'll go do lunch with you. I'll hug you goodbye outside the studio here. But there's a line that should be drawn with, is it okay?
15-foot penis parade floats.
Right. I'm not going to one. I'm not showing my support for my gay buddy because I want to cheer when the giant penis comes by and shoots flames out the one eye. I'm not going to go down there and do
cool
that.
With it. I'm fine. I'm the guy down there taking pictures with them. That's where our political lines differ.
I guess that's
it.
Yeah.
I mean, most things we can usually find a common ground on.
But we find the common ground on I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what the common ground is. I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
I've got the friends, and they
get married.
Even my gay friends know. They're like, come on down and dance.
Yeah.
I had a gay friend not long ago asked me to dance at a bar. Come on, dance with me. I go, no, I'm not dancing. He goes, you know I'm gay. I go, yeah.
But they don't.
Yeah, I did. I go, they don't.
They may know you're gay, but they don't know that I'm not.
And I'm not. And I'm not doing it. I don't. You're not being homophobic. I'm not afraid of you.
I'm just not going to dance with you.
I'm not going to dance with you.
I'm not going to put myself in a position that everybody in the room now wonders.
Right. Do you see my point of where the line and division should come to be?
I will be the first to admit, I have some gay friends, and I love going to the gay clubs because I never have to buy a drink.
Ever.
And I straight tell them, I'm straight. I live with my girlfriend.
I know, but one more tequila, and you might be riding
and they just want to buy
medium.
I mean, they're buying drinks, and I'm like, all right, if you guys, I mean, it's like a game for both of us, I guess.
Well, it's the same thing going to the bar and trying to get a girl drunk.
Yeah.
It's the same thing of like trying to get her another cocktail. Get her a little.
Maybe he's close. It's not going to happen, kids.
What happened if you? What would you do if you woke up?
Slip and fell in a cock?
Yeah. What would you do?
Boy,
I don't know if you could just wake up and slip and fall in a cock.
Well, what chicks always say they get pregnant by accident. How was it an accident? Did you slip and fall on the cock? I think you made the choice. It wasn't by accident.
Comedy buffet. Do we now capitalize gay? Is that like God? God, gay, and straight?
Yeah.
We don't capitalize straight, so we can't capitalize gay.
Yeah.
I want equal rights.
I write
you
all in
motherfuckers.
caps straight.
When
I do my bio, it says
ST.
comic, radio DJ, straight,
like
straight.
a motherfucker. Oh shit.
So what would you do if, seriously, by accident, if you were in there, you accidentally had one tequila too many, and you woke up?
Well, like on Hangover 2 or whatever.
No,
yeah, and you wake up with a little Filipino.
In my honest opinion, and I will out people 100%, there's no, I had one too many drinks, I don't know what happened. Fuck you. There's so many girls that try to blame.
Oh, I was drunk.
I was
You
so
took advantage
wasted,
of
I don't
me.
even realize. Because I've been
wasted.
I've been fucked off wasted. And I've been so fucked off wasted that a lot of things could happen, none of which was a cock in my ass.
But here's the difference, though. If we get drunk and wasted, our penis probably won't work. So we don't have to. Because you get drunk, you get whiskey dick.
Yeah.
So if you're that drunk, it probably didn't happen. But for a chick, I think it just lowers their inhibitions to such a point, and then they feel bad for that.
That's exactly my point. The walk of shame then happens. You knew you were about to get fucked.
Right. I've been so drunk, I knew that I couldn't do that. I'll admit it with Miss Thing. You know, not drunk, but there's sometimes you're so tired on a sleeping pill because I do love.
Right, Ambien.
I take my Ambien and I'm like, I can't do it.
Sorry.
I'm in another world right now. I am in another. You know.
Yeah.
So I think guys don't. Unless you held me down and took a toothbrush and duct taped a toothbrush to my penis to make a splint,
popsicle
you know,
sticks.
popsicle sticks, and then you raped me, I don't think, you know.
Right. But
oh my god.
Where did this go today? This whole show has just.
This was a remasculate.
My original point being, you tell me that you can get wasted enough that you would wake up in the morning and not know that you got fucked in the ass.
Oh, you'll know that. You would know
knew
that.
what was happening the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I think too. It's like,
I mean, if you've got a little bit of gay in you,
it'll come out.
Just like girls.
Experiment.
I probably wouldn't
Experiment.
fuck. I probably wouldn't fuck that guy normally, but I was wasted. I can't. You know, you've got that thing to blame.
Yeah,
it
I was
on.
so. He took. You know. He knew.
Right.
He knew I'm a nice girl, and
so if you have some bisexual tendencies or some gay curiosity, you may go out to tracks and get just drunk enough to blame it on, I was blackout drunk, I can't fucking believe it, fuck them homos, blah, blah, blah. No, you knew exactly where you were going.
You know, there's only been one time that I've been like blackout drunk, but
did you wake up with some Vaseline?
No, I just, you know what I mean? Like you lose a couple of minutes, you're like, oh, I don't even know what just happened. But for every other time I've been drunk, nothing. I remember everything.
My blackout drunk is why I don't drink. I mean, I don't drink because I woke up in a dumpster.
Yeah, but you didn't wake up in a dumpster with your pants around your ankles.
No, I woke up in a dumpster
with a sore ass.
Yeah, I woke up in a dumpster, still had my money in my pocket, still had my wallet.
Because you know.
And I know what happened. I was in the bar. I remember sitting in a bar drinking, and at this point, I was drunk, and the staff goes, "What do we do with him?"
Put him out
Put
there.
him out there.
Hide him.
I do. I think that's pretty much what happened. I didn't get robbed. I didn't get mugged. Nobody got drunk, took me home.
In your drunkenness, you jumped into the dumpster.
Jumped in and thought, hey, this is perfect. I can't drive.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm safe in here,
I'm
probably.
safe in here.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey.
But that was my wake-up. That was my wake-up call. It was like, that's it. I'm done.
At the same time, though, you would have known if I was walking out the door with my arm around you and a little bit of boner sticking in your hip.
Right.
You'd have been like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'd rather be in a dumpster. I'd rather be in a dumpster.
The only way this is going down is if you hit me over the head with a fucking rock.
Right.
Because I'm not pushing back.
Right. Then my head would hurt and my butt would hurt. And then I know something went bad. Really
and that's
bad.
called rape.
Right. And that's the end of it right there.
Right. I mean, I don't think there's... I was just drunk enough for consensual
sex. Well, you hear that you hear that so much from the college.
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh, I was at a party and and then I woke up with Bobby.
And it's only when your friends start to make fun of you for Bobby.
Right. You slept with Bobby?
No, I was wasted.
I was so drunk.
It was rape.
He took advantage of me.
Well, luckily, her stuff shut down.
Right,
So
because it was illegitimate rape. Senator Todd Akins. I'm not saying anything.
I'm just saying.
Why do we always have to go back to your left-leaning attitudes? Why?
Because your right-leaning asshole politicians say stupid shit
We're
in
going
public.
along just fine, having a nice, fun conversation about anal rape, and next thing you know, you got to go all liberal.
Yep, they just changed subjects. Did you keep up?
We need that as we need that as a donut. We were just going along having a nice, friendly conversation about anal rape.
Anal rape, and then you guys had to bring in Obama. Did the key, was that like a keyword thing? Anal rape, Obama.
Got so drunk, woke up in a rest stop with a mud flap. That's from the Comedy Buffet, guys. You guys have to call me. Call me here at the station. 866-378-8327. We got to have you guys over here.
Got to. You come by and drop in, and we'll make fun of you like we do here.
We'll make fun of you like we make fun of each other.
Yeah.
But we'll feel better about it in the morning.
Well, I wasn't sure. I did their podcast last night. I'm not sure
right.
where I was on the Comedy Buffet.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out at comedybuffet.com.
Sure.
Great guys. It was fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when it airs. I wasn't smart enough or, I guess, coherent enough at the time to go, hey, by the way, what time does this air? Because we just recorded
When
it.
does it air, guys?
Because you're listening.
Mm-hmm.
Silence.
Silence, Moose!
There's no silence. I'm eating flaming hot Cheetos.
Oh, my fault. I thought that was silence.
And then I'm going to go poop red.
Good luck.
I'm going to mix it with some what
I'm going to
kind
start
of
a band
Gatorade
called
do I
Dark
need?
Red Poop.
What kind of Gatorade do I need to make it green?
Grape, the purple stuff.
It got posted last night. Your show got posted last night, Mudflap.
Oh, it was last night? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
so obviously they record it, then they may mix it down or something, and then put it right on the Comedy Buffet website.
All right.
I'm assuming.
Cool.
I'm going to go listen to it and see if you're funnier with them. Are you funnier with them?
Are you funnier with them? Yeah, there was some pretty funny stuff going down last night.
So you're saying you might be funnier with them than you are with me?
No, I'm just saying there was some funny, because there was a lot of alcohol involved with the other guys.
Oh, it says it posts tonight. I'm sorry.
Oh, post tonight. All right, good. So go check that out, anybody.
So they had show lube.
Yeah, and there was a lot of mimosas, which made me, any man that makes a mimosa, I question his sexuality. But
wow,
maybe a mimosa on a Sunday morning,
because you might have woken up in a dumpster
7:30 at
with
night
a sore
having a
head
mimosa.
and a sore ass with all your mimosas.
Do we have a call? We have a call.
There we go.
What the hell, a call?
What's this caller shit? Are you calling the complaint line?
They have a complaint line?
Yeah, we do.
You just called it.
God. Hey, what's up, Mudflap?
How's it going?
It's going good, man.
It's Comedy Buffet.
Are you enjoying the show so far today?
I was sitting here having lunch with my kids, listening to anal rape stories. It was pretty awesome.
Right. And they turned to you and went, Daddy, what is anal rape? And you go ask your mother.
Now he's got to explain the gay pride parade and anal rape.
Right. Daddy, why are all these men dressed like Jasmine from Aladdin?
I was more concerned about the 15-foot tall penis. I want to know where that parade's at.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
a San Francisco pride
right,
parade.
That's the full-blown parade right there. That's
full-blown gay pride parade.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Right, no pun intended. But yeah, that's what that's when they put money into it. You know what I mean? Not this isn't like Buena Vista, Colorado's having a gay pride parade.
Not we went and bought out Fascinations.
Right.
We're building a 15-foot.
We're talking the rose butthole of of parades.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I'm not saying we're inappropriate. I'm just saying that your kids probably learned a lot.
Yeah, I think I actually made a drop for you guys that says, I think that's inappropriate. So, yeah, so, I mean, we're just trying to be honest here on this podcast and take it down some avenues that we probably shouldn't have, because I'm always afraid in this career that when I get that sitcom, somebody's going to go out and go, back in 2012, you said this.
Yeah, but
could you play it for us?
Tim Allen cleared the way for all of us on that shit.
For sure.
Pretty much, yeah, you're fine there.
That guy train wrecked long before he was the happy dad.
When you sell coke to federal agents to spend time in prison.
We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, hey, so to answer your question there, the episode's just, like I said, we don't do any editing, so it was just recorded last night, and I just have to write the post. I started writing the post today, so it'll get posted tonight, and I'll send you a link and everything when it gets thrown up on the website.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, we'll post you on here, too, or at least on mine.
Absolutely, yeah. If you send me a link, I will post it up on my little Trevor Rocks Denver page.
And I was telling Trevor how much fun that we did have, and we should probably get you guys over here for...
Well, and I did hear you mention that there was a lot of alcohol. I would like to say I had 2 beers, so I don't constitute that as a lot of alcohol. However, Mr. Ben Adams, he was knocking back the mimosas like it was going out of style. So I'm not sure what was going on with that guy.
But I have to say it was very, very fun last night.
If you're hanging out with a bunch of guys and any drink's called a mimosa or has an umbrella in it, you probably don't want to go to the bathroom at the same time.
At the same time?
Yeah.
Want to go with me? No, I
No.
don't. I don't really want to.
I will not pat the tip for you.
What was really good about you guys last night is y'all all play well off of each other. You could tell that you're either friends or you've done it long enough that you're okay with making fun of each other.
We've definitely done. The other guy that was there, Matthew, he's a friend of mine. We've been doing this for 3 years. And the guy that was the other guy, like I told you, Mac, he's out of town. He's in Chicago doing some stuff. The guy that was there to fill in was Ben Adams, and he's a local comic, and he's been on our show probably 4 times now, something like that. So he knows the game. So yeah, we're all. But there's a lot of animosity between Ben Adams and Matt Bernier. So I don't know if you picked up on any of that, but it was pretty thick. Ben wants Matt's job, which is full time on the show.
Oh, so it's a hate thing.
Oh,
pretty much. And then Bernier, he's just full of piss and vinegar. He's 22 years old, so he's
doesn't know anything.
FU. Yeah,
he doesn't know. He doesn't know shit.
He knows music.
Right, but
music and video games, that's about the extent of his knowledge.
But you make a reference of something that might have been 23 years ago, and he stares at you like
didn't exist before.
What?
Well, I pulled out I was wearing my, as a joke, I was wearing my Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion World Tour shirt from '91.
Nice.
And he said, wow, you know what I was doing when you were at that concert? I'm like, you weren't born yet. That's what you were doing. So
I was busy graduating from high school.
That's what you were doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you could have been to that concert,
yeah,
too.
for sure.
But don't you think, this is a perfect spin-off on this topic here, is I don't think a lot of younger people take frame of reference to heart anymore.
No, the generation right underneath me, or even my younger siblings,
don't care about anything but what affects them,
and they've already forgotten yesterday's.
They don't remember yesterday's. They don't, they don't care about movies that were made 20 years ago.
Right. You can't make an awesome pop culture reference to a John Hughes movie, and they just look at you like you just stepped on a.
But at the same time, I don't know. I didn't watch movies from the 40s. But I get it, and I understand the.
Frankly, my dear,
I don't give a damn. You know what I mean?
But and you don't have to understand any references anymore, because if you don't get it, you can Google it. If you don't know what it is, you pull out your phone and you instantly know what somebody's talking about. You don't have to remember things.
Well, I did a show not long ago, and this girl comes up to me after the show and says, "You were really funny, but I didn't get that shark joke." And I go, "Oh, it was a Jaws reference. I made a Jaws reference. I just make
before she cared about life."
Yeah. But she didn't get the shark joke. But I'm like, how do you... And I said, Jaws. Oh, I've never seen it. Okay, it doesn't matter. If you've never seen it...
You've never heard of it,
You've never heard about it? You've never read about an
the big movie where the shark eats people?
They still have that whole thing at Universal Studios.
Yeah, you didn't know about maybe an actor that was in that movie that's done other movies? Right. How have you lived your life and not know...
That is
the
one
reference
of
of Jaws.
Biggest complaints about people.
And at what point do you hear the dun, and you just like, what does that mean? You don't get it.
Right.
You know.
Those are people that die in horror movies first because they don't understand the soundtracking.
Don't go out there. Why? Didn't you hear that? Hear what?
Yeah.
You didn't hear that?
As a matter of fact, Bernier did not get. We were at the Greg Proops podcast on Thursday night, and he made a David Lynch reference. And from the peripheral vision, I saw his phone come on, and I knew he was Googling who David Lynch was.
Eraserhead.
Seriously,
Eraserhead. Mulholland Drive.
Right. How do you not get there from here? But I mean, that's part of it. You have to. People like us can't dumb down the comedy for people like that, or it slows down comedy.
Well, they dumb down their own comedy.
Yeah.
If you've ever been to some, like just 20-something bringer shows, there's a whole different level of comedy.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than walking into a situation where you feel completely irrelevant because there's no reference that it's all Family Guy.
Right. And I did a show in Fairfield, California just recently at Pepper Belly's, and we were up in the office getting paid. And the guy said to me, he goes, if it was up to me, he owns the club. He doesn't book it. He goes, if it was up to me, I would only hire guys like you. And I go, why? What do you mean? He goes, I mean guys over 40. I would only hire guys over 40. I go, why? He goes, because you guys make everybody laugh.
Right. You go cross genre.
Right. He goes, I get these young guys in here, and half the crowd doesn't care. Right. It's not that they're not funny; they don't care.
But they only make jokes that have to do with
Family
Resident
Guy.
Evil, Family Guy,
and playing video games.
Yeah, and you're like,
yeah. So I'm up for the night for 16 hours playing Call of Duty. Oh, I know, I can relate to that.
Feels like something special. I was busy having sex.
Right. Yeah, I was had my own Call of Duty. But do you see what I'm saying about that? I mean that they're not. They're not.
I
even
can't
making
go to their. They could come to my show,
but I can't really go to
if I go to
theirs.
theirs, I'm sitting there going.
And then they think the crowds are stupid.
Yeah,
that's what I don't like. No, well, you have to be able to switch gears.
We do a show here on T Radio V on Monday nights. It's called Rematch Radio, and it's a video game, an online gaming show. And I produce it, and I sit in the control room with this look.
Like you don't understand a thing they're talking about.
Want to hear the teaser? No, I'm just kidding.
Seriously, I have no fucking clue what they're talking about, and they get viewers out the ass. But I'm just lost the entire way. But they don't get my references either. I make a joke about something, and they're like, "Huh?"
Oh. We are a very splintered country these days.
Fucking if they can't take a joke.
There's the video game people. There's the movie people. There's comic book people.
And then there's anime.
Which I don't get.
That's a whole different
Which
world.
I don't get at all. I don't.
Yeah. The anime people and the Gay Pride Parade should get together. Because that would make for some cool shit.
They're halfway
That'd be the
there.
gayest gay pride parade ever.
They're halfway there, man.
Oh my gosh. We'd have to double the size of the penis float.
30-foot penis.
Beat us. Being held up by a crane.
Sunday. You won't need the whole dick, just the last 30 feet.
See top alcohol burning gay men.
Oh, we're gonna jump the shark right here.
I think we just did. Did we lose? Did we lose part of our viewers on this so far?
Do we need to explain jump the shark?
Yeah, we probably need to explain jump the shark.
Hey, you know what?
See,
What does that mean?
I think
Happy
we
Day
gained viewers.
in Happy Days, Fonzie jumped the shark
actually
on his
jumped the shark.
on the motorcycle.
No, water skis.
Well, you're right.
Water
Water
skis.
skis. You're right. Water skis. So he physically jumped the shark, and that's when the show went in the shitter.
Right. Right
So
after that.
Right after that, the show you can't follow that.
We're out of content.
So hits the word jump the shark. So any 20-something that's ever said jump the shark thinking it came from Entourage, it didn't.
I'm scared that you said jump the shark and somebody out there listened and thought, but I haven't seen Jaws. Didn't we already cover that?
What's a Happy Days?
Right.
Oh,
yeah. What is this Happy Days you
What
speak
is
of?
this?
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're going to rock around the clock tonight. Boom, boom, boom.
So when are you guys going to come down?
It's awesome to know that there's singing on your podcast as well.
Oh, you never know.
We couldn't get Ben to shut up last night. He sang everything.
Show
the
tunes?
damn show turned into musical theater.
No,
show tunes and mimosas?
No, I love this. I actually kept cueing Ben to do it. Like, sing. He was like, it's time for listener email. Not unless he sings it. I kept doing that. Like, Just randomly sing. Hey, before you hold on, we got another.
Yeah.
Can you get Skype before we go?
I'm not.
Just turn on that host
yeah.
mixer.
Got it.
We can't see him, but we can hear him.
Hey, can you hear
me?
Turn him down just a second.
I did. I got you.
Is that Christian?
Yeah. No,
I can't see.
This is Sweden calling.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Sweden. We got Sweden listening and calling in. How you doing, Mick?
I'm okay. How are you?
Very well. What's going on in your part of the world?
Not so much. I follow the storm on CNN.
Oh, you're following our storm?
Yes.
Hurricane Sandy.
Or Sally.
I like to call it. We're going to call it Hurricane Sandy Duncan because it's got an eye. It has one eye.
It's terrible.
One good eye.
Yeah, we're going to try to get Scotty Brown and Dark Red Sky. This is who I turned Scotty Brown.
Oh,
remember I told
okay.
you that?
Yeah. Now I got the
there's
connection.
it's Viking Rock.
Yes. Got to just right on my wall, so on Facebook.
Yes. So Scotty
Yes.
Scotty's trying to figure out a way to get to Sweden just for him. Right there. He's going
Just take the band over to do a show.
Yeah. I think you should promote his show over there. I think you should find a club and just be the promoter. Just, take the door. Bring Scotty over, Dark Red Sky.
That's no problem for me. I can search.
Can you do that?
Yes.
All right. See, we'll get Scotty on. We'll bring him in here, and we'll figure out how to promote the world tour of Dark Red Sky in Sweden.
Yes, we have a lot of great rock clubs here in Stockholm. So.
Oh, nice.
The question is, can Steve and I come over and open the show, and we'll only do anal raping and gay pride
and
jokes?
18-foot penis jokes. Wait, it's up to 35-foot now, isn't it?
We're at 35-foot penis jokes.
Yeah.
Don't forget to cut the bulls.
Will they understand?
I can see what I can do. So.
Oh, well, I'm so glad we finally got on. We're going to get you. We have you on today, but now that we'll get you, we want to bring you on the show like we've done with Kristen and do like a whole interview thing. But we got you right here at the end of the show today. Is it cool to call you back at another day? We'll hook it up?
Yes, it's okay for me.
Beautiful. And you'll get, and Ava's around. We'll bring Ava on too?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Let's set this up for later this week or early next week.
Yeah. As soon as I find out about Scotty and Dark Red Sky, when I'll get them on, we'll make sure that you're the co-host on the show.
Yes, that's okay for me.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So look at this. We have listeners: England, Sweden, nowhere else.
Longmont. We're huge in the Longmont Tacoma area.
That's right. And now, while you're listening, make sure you check out Comedy Buffet, too.
Yes.
Okay, comedybuffet.com. Check them out.
We need more hits out of Sweden.
Yeah. How many hits out of Sweden do you get?
Actually, we get a lot of hits out of Finland, to be honest with you. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, Sweden.
Did you hear him?
No, he can't hear him. He can only hear us.
Oh, he can't. He was saying our other listener. Other caller. Did you hear? A little. That he's got listeners for his podcast in Finland. Okay. And is Finland as cool as Sweden?
Or are they way gayer?
Are they as cool?
I think our connection's gone to shit.
Oh no, I wanted an answer to that question.
Oh no, I think our connection's all jacked up. So Skype.
Because I wanted to know if they were like 15-foot penis gayer or 35-foot.
Right,
penis
we need
gayer.
to know how much gayer the Finnish are. To the Swedes.
Yeah, well, the Swedes started, but they finish it.
That means they've got to be 35-foot gay. They have got to be 35-foot gay if they're finishers.
All right, well, Mick, we'll be in touch with you. Thanks for calling in today and checking in, and we'll do this again when we get everybody in. All right? See ya.